Well then, now to the actual podcast. I I'm sure you saw the DM on Discord, but I wanted this podcast to be about Helltaker. So yeah, and again, given the recent flurry of the comics that were released by Van Ripper, as well as other things going on that kind of has been making me feel a little bit down, I figured that maybe this podcast would be something a little bit more wholesome for both of us. Go back to our roots. And
Wholesome isn't the word I would use, but sure, let's go with that.
I mean, I would say it's pretty wholesome compared to what everything else that's going on. So, but hey, to each their own.
If you say so.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah. Basic. Again, like I haven't like officially started recording this yet, so I'm just kind of like giving you the layout here. But yeah, in some ways, it is going to be a repeat of the first podcast we had, where I basically interviewed you about your personal history with Helltaker and whatnot, and we're basically gonna recap that, but we're also gonna dig a little bit deeper regarding not only the recent comics that were released, but also say Second Circle, um, our own like content on YouTube regarding Helltaker, as well as the future of the community, if you want to call it. Yeah. So does that work for you?
It's perfectly fine.
All right. Cool. Yeah. And don't worry, we're not gonna talk about fucking pineapple pizzas again this time. So
What do you mean? I have my pineapple juice here and everything to help with that. And now we're not going to talk about pineapple pizza. I freaking wasted $3 for nothing.
Hey, no, it's fine. You can mention that later once we actually start recording. So, yeah, just in case Hacker Striker's watching. Yeah.
All right, let's get it done.
All right, cool. All right, now for real. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is T. Lawrence back at it again with another episode of Starside Hours. We are back with a third podcast with the one and only Corrupted Judge. Corrupted Judge, welcome to the show.
I come here so often, I'm starting to think I'm one of the few people who are even allowed here anymore.
I mean, so far the only two people that are acting as my co-host at this point, let's be real, are you and Chocoburb, so... and not only that, but I'm hoping to kind of make this a regular thing, like a monthly thing for both of you. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm down for that, but I will put this out for the audience. Me and Choco have never been in the same room together.
I mean,
so
neither have I. If we're talking like physical, but I mean,
I don't know. We've never been in the same call. We've never been in the same room. Maybe I'm Choco and you guys never realized it.
Ooh.
Or maybe she is me.
Yeah, unless you can figure out a way to stay in both, I don't know, Canada and Romania at the same time, then maybe.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Perhaps, yeah. But, speaking of Europe, though, don't worry, I'm not gonna go on another tirade about food or pineapple pizza like last time. So, yeah, Italians, if you're watching this and you expect it, for another fight to break out, and you had your pitchforks ready, yeah, maybe another time.
No, I will insult Italians in another way. I eat my pizza with a knife and fork.
Hey, based, absolutely based. That's how you're supposed to eat pizza. But again, nope, we're not talking about pizza. No. I feel like we already insulted enough people last time, so.
I feel like we haven't insulted enough.
All right, cool. Well, we
can go further.
All right, well, hey, that's fine, but just not with food. But when it comes to insulting people, you're gonna have plenty of opportunities to do that today when we talk about Helltaker, especially discussing the demon girls. So.
This is gonna be a fun one.
In fact, I feel like a certain group of fans are gonna be very much riled up. We might even instigate another waifu war. And this is Helltaker we're talking about. One of the most wholesome fandoms out there when it comes to waifu games.
It was wholesome, and then I made my debut.
No. You did not witness some of the shenanigans that were going on in the subreddit. But then again, Reddit is Reddit, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways though, yeah, for the audience that's listening, today's podcast is gonna revolve around Helltaker. And I know you're curious about why I'm taking this direction, because if some of you diehard fans may remember, I made it pretty clear that I wasn't going to do any more Helltaker content this year and start from a clean slate. But that being said though, the recent flurry of comics that were released by Van Ripper, I believe it's like 43 pages, as well as Corrupted Judge partaking in the fourth dates, thanks to me, you're welcome.
Allegedly, we're gonna say it's only a beta.
Yeah.
It's susceptible to change.
All right, cool. Yeah, but regardless, yeah, the recent uptick in Helltaker interest, I should say, and not only that, but some of the other stuff that's going on, around the internet, regarding gaming and YouTube. Yeah, the news hasn't been very encouraging to me, which has kind of gotten me feeling down. So in order to make up for that, I figured that this podcast, Corrupted Judge and I, would be taking a break from all that noise online and go back to something a little bit more wholesome that's, not only, got both of our channels started, but yeah, take a break from all the shenanigan that's going on online and just have a chill time discussing about our favorite demon girl waifus. Just like the old times. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. What say you? How do you feel about this uptick here?
Well, when I first heard, okay, so I'm gonna start this off by saying I didn't realize Van Ripper was making brand new comics until I think three weeks after he announced that he was actually doing it. Because you know me, I'm not as active on Twitter as you are or all the other people in the internet in the world. So when a buddy of mine sent me the screenshot of his tweet saying that he was making brand new comics, my first thought was he didn't want to make a game. And my second thought was, you know what, new content. Let's roll with it.
Absolutely. I mean, well, number one, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but game development is an absolute nightmare in itself, and making comics is much less labor intensive than creating an entire game. So, yeah, not that I was expecting any new titles or even like a third edition along with the main game and Exam Taker to ever come out to begin with. I mean, who knows? I mean, anything is up for grabs at this point, but still, I mean, as my other compadre, Kapitan Sladek, also pointed out, people are just happy to see any kind of new Helltaker content coming out, whether it's official stuff from Van Ripper himself or even fan works. So, yeah. And
no, I 100% get that.
Absolutely, yeah. And I know, like in our previous conversations, I made it sound like that. I made things sound a little bit doomer, in that Helltaker's declining, and that it's eventually gonna die, and yada yada yada. But I mean, while I do concede that it's probably never gonna reach the same heyday that it did during the pandemic years, which, I mean, it made sense because everybody was stuck inside, with nothing to do but be online. That said, though, the recent developments and the uptick in interest does demonstrate that, no, Helltaker is still a pretty active community, and that's gonna stay around for a while. As long as very dedicated fans and artists and content creators continue to maintain the interest, as well as Van Ripper himself, releasing little breadcrumbs like the comic every once in a while, I think it's gonna stick around for a long time. So, yeah.
It's basically the best way to describe it. It's like a dying star. At some point, the community will explode and everything will just be quiet. And it was dying, like you said, like we both discussed this before. It was slowly dying because no new content, very few games were coming out. There was a couple fan comics here and there, but there wasn't that much. And then Van Ripper, out of the blue, coming out saying that he's making a brand new comic series for it, which is about 43 panels, more or less. That like resurged everything, and for everybody to start making brand new content. Not only that, but introducing 2 brand new demons into the mix and giving us a whole lot more lore and backstory to a lot of the girls.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, actually, because what was it? Tower and Moon, correct?
Tower and Moon. Moon the Faceless and Tower the Unbreakable.
Yeah. So, well, I'll let you go first. What are your opinions on those 2 demons?
Well, and I don't think it really occurred to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people tend to forget this, that Justice was the High Prosecutor before Judgment. However, nobody ever really considered, like, who were the prosecutors before Justice. And Van Ripper automatically answered a question and nobody was really asking, giving us 2 out of the other 20 High Prosecutors, thus giving us 4 total with another 16 remaining. Not only that, but the fact that they are still alive. So, one of the questions I have about that is, what did they do, or what happened to them that caused them to be stripped of the title? Justice went blind, so she could no longer be the High Prosecutor, and gave the title to Judgment. However, what did Moon and what did Tower do to have their titles stripped?
Yeah, that is a very good point, actually. And, I mean, but to be fair, though, the plot, the comic itself didn't really... I mean, just like Exam Taker, didn't really seem like a very serious story to advance the expansive lore. In fact, Van Ripper himself has made it very clear that he doesn't want to establish a very, like, proper lore like we see in many other video game universes. And it kind of just seems like a very silly little snippet, you know, that at the ending of the comic, you know, which we find out a spoiler alert here, but it's just the little wild imaginations of Beelzebub. So, I mean,
or so we think.
Yeah, but I mean, it does put into question whether Moon and Tower are even real to begin with, in terms of canonical existence.
One thing I know about Van Ripper, he doesn't like doing happy endings, as far as I'm aware. I've seen that somewhere where he doesn't like happy endings. So that's always something I have to keep in mind. But if we are going by the logic of it's just Beelzebub going over her like little antics of being alone in the void for all this time, then technically all of Helltaker could also be fake as well, and it could just be her telling a random story.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what people pointed out at the very early days, even before Exam Taker came out, so... I mean, by that logic, then we may as well just go all the way and say, yeah, none of this shit's real. So, but, yeah. But with that being said, though, I mean, what is it? I do think Moon, the Faceless Demon, is very intriguing, given her shape-shifting abilities, and with that, we've already seen some very, very interesting fan works of her online, as we'll call it. Yeah, but
I told you this ain't a wholesome community.
Yeah. Wholesome in relative terms, we'll put it that. But Tower, on the other hand, though, I thought was kind of meh. She kind of felt like a C-tier version of Judgment. A Judgment wannabe, if you want to call it. And, I don't know, I felt like she didn't really add that much into it. Other than, like, rage-baiting the Judgment fans with that little fight scene. You know?
It became interesting, because I think they pointed it out, that Judgment actually looked up to Tower when she was the High Prosecutor. And I think Tower was the High Prosecutor before Moon. So this also shows a little bit more of a timeline that Judgment has been a demon for quite a long time and literally watched the progression of High Prosecutors.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, but I mean, I'm never gonna complain about the introduction of new demons. Regardless, I mean, it's always great to expand the cast here. Just kind of like what we saw in Second Circle as well with the Four Lords. Yeah, but yeah, Moon I thought was great. Tower was kind of mid, but then again, I mean, not everything's gonna be perfect. You know, we saw that with Exam Taker, so.
Don't get me started on Exam Taker again. I am not touching that freaking game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you kind of you very clearly expressed your own displeasure with Examtaker back in our first podcast. So, yeah. But, well, what regarding Examtaker though? Well, but before we get into that, let's actually rewind all of this like way back, all the way to the beginning to 2020. You know, when Helltaker first came out, as well as the misfortunes of the pandemic. But at the same time, though, I feel like the pandemic did kind of help with Helltaker's popularity, but that's another point there, a different point. But anyways, let's go back to our personal histories with Helltaker, you know, regarding, like, especially with how we both started. So I'll let you go first. And again, I know we talked about this in the first podcast, but I'll let you recap how you first discovered Helltaker and how that eventually led to you making Helltaker content, as like whether it's the main game, Examtaker, and eventually your magnum opus, Second Circle, which really did jumpstart your channel. So go ahead.
Okay, so I didn't know Helltaker was a thing until like maybe a couple months after it came out, where my now ex had told me about it, kind of like giving me weird signals, like screaming through Discord, mind you, as if he was Judgment. So I ended up having to deal with that for a little while until eventually I just openly asked what the heck was going on. And then they ended up explaining everything to me about the game and all that. And at the time, I didn't necessarily have a proper laptop or a PC to play on it, but I did know enough of the game. So I just kept like doing my little bit of research here and there. It kept going on and on and on. Like with this in the back of my mind, like this is a game I need to play at some point just to prove why I actually like this game. Like it's not just some like one-off thing, like, oh, I like this, and then next week I'm gonna like something else. Fast forward to 2022, I finally get the means to make a brand new channel after my other 4 have failed. And I figured, you know what? I've done the research, I've seen how the community is. We're gonna kick this off with Helltaker just to get it out of the way and see what else we can do. Little did I know that playing that Helltaker game at like 3 in the morning for every video would slowly put me down a rabbit hole to finding a lot more fan games, to the point where I ended up getting stuck in Helltaker for like a year and a half, 2 years. And it kept on going further and further. And then I discovered the Second Circle, which is the quote-unquote fan sequel to Helltaker and the prequel to Examtaker. It was really fun seeing how all the girls interacted outside of Hell. It was fun seeing a lot of their situations. It was fun seeing the problems that you can help them solve, interacting with them. In my personal opinion, I don't like the Helltaker as a character. I think I've mentioned this once before, but that's my own personal opinion. And as you know, I emphasized a lot in my videos doing the Judgment dates, and it was just amazing. And I did not think it would kick off as much as it did, boosting the channel to over 500 subscribers. Because still to that day, as you mentioned, it is my most popular freaking series on YouTube right now. And because I have access to the mobile port, it is still ongoing.
Absolutely, yeah. I think your Second Circle playlist again has over 20,000 views, or plays, I should say, which, yeah, it's kind of jarring even for me, like how people are interested in playing all those walkthroughs on loop. You know, perhaps as background noise, which I will admit I used to do that myself. You know. But
yes, I'm well aware. You watched my videos as a freaking background noise to fall asleep to, or white noise.
Not fall asleep to, but like background noise whenever I was making artwork or doing chores or other busy work. So
yeah,
yeah. Still though, I mean, well, actually, as a matter of fact, I did rewatch some of your Second Circle VODs the other day to kind of keep up on like the Second Circle stuff, because it has been a while since I touched upon that as well. So
yeah.
But still, I mean, I can see the appeal to it, certainly. And yeah, with the 4th dates being in beta, though, I would say your Second Circle journey isn't completely finished yet. So you still got some room.
Oh, that's not done. Not even close. Because I don't know how many dates the developer is planning on doing. I thought maybe they were going to do 5, but given a lot of the life struggles that they seem to be going with, burnout, and a lot of situations, they might just cap it at the 4th dates, which means these last 4 dates, especially with Justice, Judgment, Lucy, and Beale, those need to find a way to cap off the storyline properly, especially given that our 3rd date with Beale, she was released, and our 3rd date with Lucy, she came face to face with the old Four Lords.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be something that if they cap off properly, or they will actually move on and actually do the 5th dates to cap it off and expand the story a little bit more.
Yeah, I would say anything can go at this point, depending on how far, like you said, they're willing to go. Because, so I'm not gonna spoil anything here for the audience that's listening to this, but I did look at some snippets of the 4th dates that other walkthrough YouTubers already released, to see, just out of curiosity. And what I will say is that when it comes to the relationship between the Helltaker and the girls, I would say that they've covered enough as it is, and there's really not much more to explore at this point. But even if you wrap up the resolution when it comes to the harem's relationship dynamics, that still leaves the other side plot, or like the narrative quest, I should say, regarding the Four Lords, still pretty open-ended, because there's still a lot that we don't know regarding that plot. So therefore, regarding the Four Lords, I don't think 4 dates is enough. They're gonna have to push further with extra dates, or I don't know, with an extra storyline, if you want to call it, to wrap that up as well.
No, I think you're right. It would be better just to do like alternate storylines. So do the 4th dates, and then from there, it's no longer about dating. It's about going through the story.
Absolutely. Yep. 100%. So, but then again, if you're gonna go with that Four Lords action plot there, that's gonna require even more, a lot of development and undertaking for the developers' part. And again, I won't pry, but given what you just implied about the developers going through their own stuff, I wouldn't hold my breath on that happening anytime soon, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Yeah. I mean,
Given my conversations with different Helltaker dev teams, which the fact I'm surprised I know as many as I do, I know that a lot of them, they struggle with it, and a lot of them don't get paid for the work. Like, they are literally doing this on their free time. Unless you count Dana O'Hara, who was the artist for Second Circle, and I think they get paid because it's all based on commission, but I'm pretty sure they've been inactive for the past few months, so I have no idea what's going on there.
inactive as in, like, how? Like, just all together, or only on, like, social media?
I haven't seen anything from their Twitter unless they made a brand new account that I'm not aware of. And I know they've been really silent over in the Second Circle Discord.
Okay. Well, I hope things are all right with that person. But I mean, then again, though, I mean, you also mentioned that other developers are struggling with this as well, and like, again, like, when you're not getting paid for any of this, you can only push it so far. Let's be real. And secondly, yes, even despite the recent uptick in interest with the new Helltaker content, from the comics to, again, the mobile port of the 4th dates of Second Circle, again, to repeat this for the 100th time, Helltaker is already way beyond its heyday from its peak years in 2020, 2021, so I can understand if some of these developers would rather move on to other fandoms or works that are a little bit more relevant to the current zeitgeist, aka something that's more popular that will bring them more traction. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. I think one of the best examples I can give in terms of like morale for Helltaker developer teams, Hellish Pancake Entertainment. And for anyone who doesn't know who that is, or if that does sound familiar, they're the ones who created the game that completely makes me want to rip my hair out, the Azazel's Tale.
Yes, I saw you release recent walkthroughs of that. Yeah, was it even like 2 days ago? Yeah.
2 days ago, and I think I uploaded. Did I upload one yesterday? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Did I? No, I can't remember. Anyways, but no, the Azazel's Tale is another Helltaker fan game, which basically kind of explores Azazel's descendant to becoming Loremaster. And I played it for the first time. It was absolutely amazing. I've played it since beta, and when the demo came out, I kept on going, even to the point where developers were showing up in my comments and my stream chats. Granted, I know that they show up to anybody's comment section whenever somebody makes a video on their game, but apparently it was really interesting to me when I ended up finally joining their Discord. I've mentioned this before. I've joined their Discord to have one of their lead developers contact me 12 hours after, saying that they've been trying to hunt me down for the last 2 years because of their game.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but I remember I was just finishing work, and I got a message through my Discord, and I noticed that it was from one of the head developers, Canopoly. And they told me that they've been trying to hunt me down for the last 1.5 to 2 years, ever since my last Azazel's Tale gameplay, during the live stream when I finally beat that freaking demo. So the fact that they've been trying to find me for 2 years, and keep in mind, I'm a very hard man to find these days. I'm not very active on Twitter. I don't have an Instagram account for the channel. I don't have a proper Facebook account for this freaking channel. And my Discord is very private. Very few people actually message me through Discord. It's near impossible to get in contact with me unless you know me personally.
That's fair, but then again, I mean, why were they trying to hunt you down, quote unquote? Were they looking to make you like one of their beta testers, or play testers, or what?
Not exactly. Like, I don't know how much of this I can say. So basically, they told me that my video series 4 gave them a big morale boost to keep working on the game, and they're less than 1/3 of done the game ever since I did that. So for the last 2 years, they're only less than 1/3 done. That's how far they've gone and how much they want to put into this freaking game, which I 100% respect. Like, I've said this before, even on stream. If they make this an official game and they want to put a paywall behind it, I will buy it 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically asked me if I can help them out a little bit, so I decided to do yet another video series for it, which is now the Itemless Run. If you've seen my Azazel's Tale playthrough, items were absolutely essential for me actually to beat the game. So doing a itemless run is basically a death sentence for my mental health.
Yeah. I do remember watching like one of your like very first Azazel's Tale run-throughs 2 years ago, like your really old one. And I remember you, getting very, very angry and frustrated because of how stupidly hard that game looked, even on my end as a mere observer. So, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I want to put in mind that I think in the beta they didn't have like difficulty settings. It was just like it's a one-off thing and you have to go straight for it. So when the demo came out and the option for different difficulty modes came out, everyone saw it. Everyone saw it. It's all on video. I went with hard mode all the way through. And even now with this itemless run, I'm doing hard mode again with no items. And I believe it was Canopoly again, who was in one of the comment sections for the recent video. I think it was in the Morax video. He said that I don't have to do this in hard mode because it's imbalanced and a little bit broken. So it would be better that if I go into easy or medium, so that way it's not as much of a hassle for me. Because they focused more on the storytelling of the game versus the balancing of the mechanics. Now, the fact that I could beat the game already on hard mode, knowing that it was imbalanced, and making it even harder for myself by not doing items with an imbalanced difficulty mode, I get the feeling that it's going to be really interesting.
I would say you played the role of a playtester very well at this point, because now the developers have real-time access to, how again, you being known as the Helltaker guy.
That Helltaker guy.
Yeah, as the Helltaker guy, provides that great reference point. So yeah, I mean, I say they got the perfect guy for it. So, and again, that makes me feel really good. It's, again, I know you say that it's not a wholesome community, but hey, I mean, stuff like this where you help each other out and provide a morale booster for, again, the franchise that has lived out its heyday. Yeah, and again, game development is no easy task as well. So, yeah, to see at least some project within the Helltaker community get a revival, if you want to call it, I think it's very great to hear. Because I can tell you that there are some projects that I was looking forward to that unfortunately seem to have just withered out, which is unfortunate. I mean, I understand, but still, I mean, it's kind of a shame. So, yeah, I'm sure you can think of a couple examples as well.
Oh, there's one example that I can think of, but I will get to that in a second, because now I'm on a freaking Azazel's Tale trip, and I get the feeling that once I announce that I've done this podcast again, the freaking Hellish Pancake devs are going to see if I mention the game. So, yes, I did mention the game. If you guys want to go and download the game, go over to itch.io and go ahead and download it. I highly recommend it. If you guys can't find it on itch.io, go to my channel and find one of the videos. It is the first link in the description. I've said this before, and I will say it again. You need to play this game yourself to actually experience the game properly. The more attention this game gets, the faster you guys are going to get a full game. Okay, now that I got that out of the way. One thing I really like when I heard about this is they actually told me, though, they started from nothing. They had no knowledge of coding. They had no knowledge of Unity. They didn't know how to do any of this. And we've gotten the demo that we have now from guys who didn't know what they were doing. And now that they have a grasp on how to use this stuff, I can only imagine how far this game's going to go.
That just ups my respect for them like 1,000%. Like, as someone who knows jack shit about coding, for them to start from complete scratch with zero experience and basically being self-taught, bro, bravo!
My one hope from all of this, through all the torture that I'm putting myself through playing this freaking game again. I love the game. It's just really horrendously torturing for myself. I need to have some kind of Easter egg of myself somewhere in that goddamn game.
Oh, absolutely. I think you deserve it, And and you know what? I'm gonna plaster the image or the logo of Azazel's Tale right now on the screen. Again, I'm gonna edit this later on DaVinci. And not only that, but I'm gonna put the links to everything in the description as well. And you, if you have direct access or message to the devs, tell them that you and I gave a shout out to the game on this podcast. Even timestamp it as well. So. Yeah.
Future Lawrence, when you're editing this, make sure when the logo comes out, it's like a blaze of fireworks, and make sure there's flashing lights, all putting attention to the Azazel's Tale title. Make sure you emphasize where they can go to get the game and everything like that. I'm just making more work for you, and I don't really care right now.
Hey, that's fine. I'm kind of looking to make this podcast a little bit more visually engaging for the audience, because I know that there are some people who legit actually watch this instead of just listening to it. So
Future Lawrence, if you can, in all four corners of the screen, can you also make some spinning pineapple pizzas just for the sake of it as a callback to the last time I was here?
Absolutely. I'm probably going to do that at the very beginning when I mentioned the pizza portion of my rant.
Make sure you replace my hat with a pineapple just for the heck of it.
Oh man, the Italians are gonna kill us again.
Alright, anyways, now that all that's out of the way, let me ask you this. How the heck did you start with Helltaker? Because I can't 100% remember how you started.
Okay. My story, it starts off very similar to yours, but instead of a direct point of contact or personal reference, for me, it started when I first discovered Amadeus films. Does that name sound familiar to you?
It does.
Yeah, so for the audience who doesn't know, Amadeus Films is a YouTuber who used to make a lot of Helltaker fan content. A lot of what do you call it? He would make these like visual narratives in a very similar style to the actual
visual
game.
novel of a visual novel.
Basically, yeah. So he'd use the same sprites, not spite, excuse me. The same sprites, the same red text and font for the dialogue portions, and but instead of a game though, again, it's very similar to Second Circle, where it just shows the ordinary slices of lives of the Helltaker and his demon harem, where he takes the individual demon girls out on dates and, you know, just having really wholesome moments. There was even a Christmas episode, everything, you know. Now, unfortunately, Amadeus Films hasn't been very active for the past 2 years because I believe he joined the Navy, you know.
Yes.
Which, I mean, when you join the military, you're going to be pretty damn busy, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah, he hasn't been very active recently, but I did get a message from him a couple months back when he discovered my own like Helltaker fan comic that I created, which was actually like a comic version of one of the episodes that he made. I believe it was the one episode where the Helltaker goes on a date with Lucifer. So, and I basically put that made that into comic form. Amadeus Films discovered it. He loved it. He reached out to me, and yeah, so that's that. But anyways, back on point. I discovered Amadeus Films on YouTube and all of his Helltaker fan works. At first, I actually thought that Helltaker belonged to him, believe it or not. until like after watching a couple videos, you're realizing that no, this is actually a fan work of the actual source, that being Helltaker. So, dig a little deeper, went down the Helltaker rabbit hole, and this was in the summer of 2021, so that was like a year after Helltaker released. But still, it was still at its heyday, being at the top of people's attentions online and whatnot. So, and at the time, I used to be much more active with digital art as well. So, and I was kind of struggling with art at the same time, not really knowing what direction I wanted to take, because that's also what I was studying in college. So, just to break that deadlock, if you want to call it, or gridlock, I decided to just, say fuck it and try something new, and started creating my very first Helltaker fan art of Pandemonica being a mobster holding an assault rifle, which I'm going to put that up in the screen as well right now, later when I edit it, for you guys to see. Which that eventually turned into an entire series of its own called Morningstar Chronicles, where I portray all the Helltaker demon girls, plus the Helltaker, as this, like, mobster or mafia group, where they're all, like, dressed in their own unique ways, have their own unique weapons, and as well as have unique roles within said mafia, Judgement is, like, this, like, mechanical enforcer with these Iron Man repulsors. Modeus is a sniper. Zdrada is the demo expert with a grenade launcher, and all these, like, really wacky shit, So there's that. And then that eventually led to all the other, like, flurry of Helltaker fan arts that I have consistently created for, like, basically 2 to 3 years, until I stopped doing it about a couple months back, so to focus on other things. But yeah, so there's that. But then while I was doing Helltaker fan arts, that also started getting a little bit old and stale. So eventually, in the fall of 2024, I started, that's when I released my first YouTube video about Helltaker, scratch that. Let me correct that. The actual first Helltaker video that I released was in the February of that year, where I started uploading a bunch of speed paints of said fan art, as well as a little, what do you call it, like an 8-second silly shit post of the Archangel Micah. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, it's basically her, like, in Squidward's voice, like, screaming, like, "Oh no, he's hot!" Like once Helltaker is revealed with his shirt off, it's like
That
SpongeBob
does sound familiar.
Yeah. And in fact, I'll even play this right now later when I edit it, because again, it's only 8 seconds, so yeah. Now you guys know. But yeah.
Don't be intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
But then a couple months later, I decided to give YouTube a little bit more of a serious try. And that's when I uploaded the Why Each Helltaker Girl is Worth It series, where I, very tactfully and very, in an unserious way explain why all the Helltaker girls are worth it. Including their positives and negatives and, whether they make good life partners or good dates, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And that led to a whole bunch of other flurry of Helltaker videos, which, grew my channel and kind of made me a Helltaker channel for a bit as well, similar to you. Until eventually, as you know, I completely moved on from Helltaker from the summer of 2025, so last year. And, now here we are. Even though I've moved on from Helltaker per se, again, I still keep up with the community from time to time. I still talk to you, and now here we are, back with a podcast that's completely Helltaker themed, where we reminisce about our favorite demon waifus. Bam!
Which begs the question for me, when are you going to start actually making gameplay videos?
Gameplay videos for Helltaker?
I mean, think about it this way. You have... I know you said you're not going to do any more Helltaker content, at least not for the current 3 channels that you have. But I see you kind of doing a gaming channel, if not to do a little bit of the Helltaker fan games that are out there, kind of do it, get out of the way, but also do some other freaking games as well.
Yeah, I have thought about that. Right now, again, having 3 channels. First my main channel, which technically does involve gaming, but it's not a Let's Play, as you know. So there, the main channel, the personal channel, which I'm doing this podcast for, as well as my 3rd channel, my IRL channel, where I do my travel vlogs and whatnot. I would say my hands are pretty damn full at the moment. That being said, though, I have considered starting a 4th Let's Play channel where I do purely focus on just playing games only, where I, similar to you, where I do VODs, and
if I can interrupt, the way I would see you doing it, you play the games over on one channel, and then you give your 2 cents over on the main channel, similar to how you're doing with Halo.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, so, and you know what? Now that I think about it, though, I feel like this Let's Play channel wouldn't be that much of an intensive workload, if that makes sense, because all it really would involve is just me playing the game and recording it on OBS and then uploading the VOD,
And it depends on the game itself and how you plan to edit.
Definitely, yeah. But, I mean, since I already have a main channel where I do much more of a deep dive and that's heavily involved with editing, I would say it's gonna involve minimal editing at best, so. But, yeah, I mean, But regarding Helltaker, though, I have considered maybe doing my own little live stream playthrough of Second Circle, believe it or not. So
that would be interesting.
Yeah, there's a little tease for you guys out there. Yeah. So, see how I would fare compared to you with, going on dates with these girls.
Well, you have to keep in mind with this, I'm not 100% sure how the gameplay is, because I mostly remember the story. There isn't too much choice involved with a lot of the game. The only one choice in Second Circle that speaks out to me, I believe, I can't remember whose date it was, but it was for the one sleeping Lord. I can't remember what her name was. There was an option, because she was working as a cashier in one of the stores that you just happened to be shopping at. You had the option of either waking her up or letting her sleep. And if I remember, I chose to wake her up by accident. And I didn't think it was a big deal at that moment until I saw the prompt saying she will remember that. And I realized I completely screwed myself.
Yes, it was Abby.
Yes, Abby. freaking, I remember, like, I've got PTSD from just remembering this now. As soon as I saw the "she will remember that," I realized I completely ruined the entire game for myself, and I am going to die. She will come at me with her snake, and she will choke me. Granted, would I like it? That's not the point right now. She will kill me with her snake.
Well, actually, didn't that coming for you part already kind of happen with the Zdrada date when the four lords show up at her trailer?
It was not all four of them. It was, what the frick, Belphegor, I think her name was.
Okay.
I always pronounce her name wrong, but if I remember, it was Belphegor. The smallest yet the most crazy of them.
Crazy ass bitch, if you want to ask me, but it's okay. You can cuss in this podcast. I don't give a shit anymore.
Okay, but the problem I have right now is that I can't remember which date it was with Abby deciding to wake her up or not. Because if it was a Zdrada date, which I don't think it was, then it would kind of correlate to how Belphegor ended up at the trailer. But I could be wrong there. Because I know for Zdrada, I believe that the second date was when we bought her the cactus. The third date was when it got destroyed. And in that third date as well is when Belphegor completely torched the trailer.
Actually, I think it was... I can't remember whether it's the first or second, but I do think it was a date with Malina to the arcade. Where, yeah, you had that encounter with Abby, where she says she will remember it.
Maybe. I'm going to have to look back at it myself now.
Because from what I remember, Abby was also kind of a wage slave working a bunch of part-time jobs.
Oh yeah, she was the one making all the money so all the four lords could like still afford shit.
Pretty much. Poor Abby.
Yeah. Everyone has their moments.
Yeah. But that said though, since we're talking about Second Circle again, like I know it's been a while since you played it, and like there are so many dates, so it's gonna take a while to catch up on all of it. But that said though, at least from your memory, which I know Judgment is your favorite girl, so not gonna dispute that. But that being said though, that aside, which girl's date is your favorite in Second Circle?
Freaking, I can already feel Capitan is probably gonna be like, you're not a true Judgment lover for this, but it's actually the Lucy dates.
Really? Wow.
I actually I can't remember if I mentioned this the first time we did this podcast together, but I've mentioned that my top three was always Judgment, Beel, and then Lucy. But ever since that last podcast, like going through a lot of the Helltaker routes all over again, like for myself, Lucy has moved up to the second place. So Lucy is my second favorite. Don't get me wrong, Judgment will always be number one and on top. But as time went on, I started liking Lucy. And I did like a lot of the interactions, the dialogue, everything when it came to the Lucy dates. Especially the third one when the Four Lords boss interrupted her and Taker's date. Like that one really said it. And you could see the absolute fury, not just in Lucy, but the boss as well. Meanwhile, Helltaker is just trying to make sure nobody dies.
Yeah, Lucy really did step up to that, really boss girl, persona that.
Yeah.
A lot that she likes to portray herself to be, but in a lot of other fan works, she's kind of treated as a joke. But here in Second Circle, yeah, Lucy really does put her fucking foot down, and I love her for it. Absolutely. Yeah.
If I had to go with the most emotional date I've ever had, Beel's third date would have had to been the most emotional for me. Only because you realize just how bad it is for her inside the abyss with Walter or Walter if you want to do the freaking American accent with Walter. And spoiler to anybody who hasn't played it or watched my video, he ends up dying in the end so she can get the key. Because that was the original goal that Lucy had for her. Once Beel realized and learned her lesson, Walter would pass because he had the key within him. So once he passed, she gets the key and she can finally leave.
Yeah. I got a little bit emotional as well because just how poetic they came across. And not only that, but even watching your own walkthrough with Beel's third day. Yeah, yeah, things were getting hot. Somebody was cutting up the onions.
But not only that, like, in order for Beel to keep you in the abyss as long as she wanted, she created a monster of her own imagination, which wasn't going to hurt anybody. It was just there to kind of scare the Taker to stay. Because, and I believe we've talked about this not just in game, but as a community as well, time moves differently in the abyss. One day in the real world, I think they said, is like 3 months in the abyss. So Taker can leave for like a week, and when he comes back for Beel, it would have been almost a year.
Ooh.
So she goes crazy being alone. Yeah, she had Walter there at the time, but talking to the same person over and over, especially when you kind of see him not just as a friend, but also still as a butler, it starts messing with your head.
Yep. Absolutely.
So Taker coming like every once in a while, like I believe for him it was like once a week, but for her it was like almost once a year. Like that almost destroyed her. So she wanted to keep him there as long as she possibly could.
God damn, this is like some interstellar shit with all this time warp and everything. It's like, my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, hell, I'm pretty introverted myself, so I don't need that much social interaction. But man, I still need to talk to somebody every once in a while. And thinking of what Beel is going through in this like utter isolation, like even with Walter around, god damn, this is just ugh. Sounds like
keep in mind,
torture.
She built herself an entire palace using the materials and magic she had in the abyss. She didn't have to do that. She could have just made herself like a small house or whatever, and it would have been fine. She got so bored. She built an entire palace with a infinite monumental amount of rooms.
Hell, if I was in her position, I'd build something even bigger than a palace because I got all the time in the world, man.
No, because it's huge. Think about it. As soon as like Taker spawns in, he spawns in the castle. Like the way, I'm pretty sure the way the portal is meant to work is like you spawn in the abyss. If we remember from the original game, he spawned into the abyss. It just so happened to be where Beel was. And in Second Circle, he spawns into the castle. So the castle's so big that he automatically spawns into it. Either that, or she remembered his spawn point and built the palace around it.
I think that's even more likely. It's because almost everything came off as she was like ready for his arrival. She had everything prepared, all the pieces ready. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, man. Well, damn. Now I want to replay Second Circle. Actually, it's getting me really
cool. There's your incentive to make your gaming channel. You're welcome, YouTube. You got another one.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, YouTube might legit think that I'm in like a bot or something because of the 3 channels that I have. So I'll have to tread carefully there.
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4. Yeah. But, man. Yeah, I would say Second Circle is definitely my favorite fan work within the Helltaker fandom, though, I'd say. I mean, it really does represent the best of the Helltaker community as well. Not just, the beautiful artworks and the engaging date mechanics and whatnot, I just love Second Circle so much, and really want to, in case Team 133 is listening to this, man, I love you for this, man. I love you, man. Really appreciate you for making this, and, and I hope, whatever, creative hurdles that you may be going through right now, that's kind of slowing down development, that it works out and eventually, you can finish it through. So, and also for Corrupted Judge to finally, finish out his series as well with his very entertaining commentary.
Entertaining commentary, he says. I'm literally just reading. Anybody with like a 7th grade literature could do it.
But it's not just reading it. No, you are like providing actual what do you call it? Damn it,
commentary.
Not just commentary, but like it's kind of the same language that people use for like copyright stuff. whatever, loses me. But yeah, you're providing a creative spin to it. We'll put it that way.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. So, but actually, well, before we completely move on from Second Circle, I'm curious. Oh yeah, judgment states. You know, your biases aside, from her being your favorite waifu, I know it's very hard to do, but still, what is your objective take on Judgment State though?
For Judgment States, I like how 133 really like took on that challenge of finding a way to show her nice side. As the art book says for the original Helltaker game, she is the nicest out of all of the other girls, which kind of makes sense. She is technically a fallen angel, which her name was revealed in the latest comics as Samael, one of the archangels. I believe it was one of the archangels. I could be wrong. I have not read the Bible since I gave up my Christianity. But I discovered women at a young age. Anyways, so for Judgment States, when they utilize that idea of her struggling to show her softer side while still maintaining that brute force prosecutor image, I really liked how they did that. The first date going over to the Butterfly Observatory to show her that she can still be gentle around fragile things and not have to be like this scary brute. The second date, which still makes me hate Zdrada with a burning passion, as I've mentioned this so many times. In that second date, where we're helping her like make these little snack things for the butterfly sanctuary that she wants to go drop off before Zdrada decides to show up and ruin everything. You are a menace. I see why Malina hates you. You were literally on my top 5. Nope, you're dropping. You're not even on the list anymore. You're done. And the third date, capping it all off, where she finally realizes she doesn't have to be this tough while staying here on Earth. She can just be herself again. And the second I got that smiling PNG sprite in that story, I knew we freaking did it, and we finally sold it.
Yup.
And then Hacker Striker came in with his own fourth date, and then he completely ruined. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hacker, if you're watching this, I'm kidding. I really loved your rendition of the fourth date.
Just order pineapple pizza out of spite. I'm sorry, I have to bring that up. I'm sorry.
No, I guess before we move on from Second Circle, we have to bring up a couple of the fan variants of a fan game. Being one of them, Hacker Striker, who contacted me and wanted me to play their rendition of the fourth date.
Yep. Yeah. Because I'm assuming that Judgment is also his favorite demon girl. Like,
yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Birds of the same feather flock together.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, I really loved how he did a lot of the stuff. You could tell which was his artwork, which wasn't. Well, I can now. For some reason, my old brain nowadays, even I'm 27 and freaking considered old. My old self could not distinguish certain PNGs from their art until I got those cutaway scenes. I'm like, oh, that's what their artwork looks like. Because I swear there were PNGs of Judgment that are official 133 art that I felt like were his, but I could have been wrong. I did not 100% know. But the fact that his date showed that despite Judgment being okay with being kind, she still needed to like pull her weight and become stronger to take on the Four Lords. And to the point where she even cracked her horns trying to gain that transformative power that all demons get in the Second Circle universe that makes their horns turn white. Like, once you've reached a certain level of power, your horns turn white. So in the Second Circle universe, that would be Lucy, that would be Beel, that's Abby, Mammon, Belphegor. I cannot remember the boss's name. It was like Sylvester or something. It started with an S. Sathanas. Right. All of them have white horns, meaning that they've hit that level of power that makes them a lord. Unless you count Sathanas and with her broken horn, she no longer can access her power.
Yeah.
So the way he depicted, like, she needs to get those white horns to prove that she has the power, and instead she gets even something, in my opinion, that's more aesthetically pleasing: the red cracks in her horn. I actually really like the look of that.
Same here, absolutely, yeah, because it really does show like how her full potential is actually constrained, and only when she fully unleashes it, that's when the powers start to crack, you know. So
I think I mentioned this before. Hacker, if you're watching this, send me those damn PNGs with the horns already.
You heard him, Hacker. You know, do it or I'm gonna order pineapple pizza. And I will plaster all over the screen.
One more quote-unquote fan game mod of Second Circle I want to bring up, though, was one that never got to see the light of day. And I don't know if you know this one. It was somebody modding a generic mod.
I've seen that before, yeah.
Somebody was working on it. I think they even got like a working like interface for it, and then it just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, that's such a shame, because I know like generic is technically a template demon, but still, like, I feel like she had potential as a standalone character, which is why I made my own video on her as well. But damn.
There is only one mod that I've ever played for Helltaker in the original game that actually gave a bit of a nod or a cameo for generic, and that was with the Abyss Taker mod that I played a while back. It was like 2 videos, I think. It was like a one-off mod, same dynamic or everything, but you're trying to get out of Beel's palace because you want to go home. And in the corner, I remember this so vividly, in the corner behind a couple boxes, you see white hair and freaking black horns, and for some reason my first thought was this was Malina, so I navigated to it. No, it was generic, and I kid you not, it was absolutely amazing. Until it gave me the option to say, no, I don't want you. And that pissed me off.
Oh, man. Yeah, I would imagine.
I think there was an option that said, like, you could take her with you, but you still don't take her with you. So she still gets no justice. She's trapped in Beelzebub's basement.
Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, shame. But, hey, somebody wants to pick up the pieces? Maybe. So, yeah. But one more thing before we move on from Second Circle. Yeah, I know this doesn't come off as a surprise to you hearing this, but Justice.
Oh joy! Here we go again.
Yeah. What is your take on Justice's date? And again, like, don't worry, you can, like, I'm not gonna bite at you or anything if you don't like it. You know, give me your honest take.
I liked Justice's dates really well, because it's like the reversal. I hit my mic. It's the reversal of the Judgment dates, where the Helltaker tries to convince Judgment she doesn't have to be a brute, whereas in Justice's dates, she convinces him that he doesn't have to be like this suave, like handsome devil or whatever. No, he's allowed to have his like nerdy little habits, like painting the little figurines.
Absolutely,
like, She convinces him like it's cool to be yourself, and I really like that message. And it's probably why the Justice dates are probably the most popular out of my Second Circle series. And I 100% get it. I 100% agree with it.
Yeah, I think your Justice date. Is it the second one? Yeah, the second date has like 30,000 views, which is impressive.
It is the most popular of the series.
Yep, yeah. I'd say it's like the most popular like viewed video of your entire channel. So there's that as well.
It is, yeah. It is the most popular of the entire channel.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, even for me, like my biases notwithstanding, what makes Justice's dates really stand out from the rest of the other girls is that it, again, like you said, the dynamic is reversed, where it's the Helltaker that actually plays that dynamic role where he slowly changes, whereas Justice is the initiator of the change, you know, being the one that encourages him to, you know, embrace some of his, neglected side. Whereas for all the other girls, it's the Helltaker that plays the catalyst role that encourages the girls to change for the better. Whether it's the Judgment, slowly embracing her nicer side more. Pandemonica, going from this very lethargic and overall miserable state to something a little bit more relaxed. Who else am I forgetting here?
This was probably a really big change.
Oh, Modeus as well, definitely. Yeah, Modeus is a big one as well, especially with her like reverse horny mechanic there. Yeah. So, but yeah, for what I especially love about Justice is that she's the one that plays the encouraging and supportive role for the Helltaker, which the guy kind of needs it. So, I know you said that you don't really like the Helltaker as a character, but I mean, still, it's good to see the Helltaker himself getting some love. So, that's my gist of it as well. Yeah.
We're gonna stay on the topic of the character of the Helltaker. There are a couple reasons why I don't like him. Like, I've mentioned this before. Despite me being known for playing Helltaker, I'm not the biggest fan of the concept of harems, if you can believe that. So, like, to each their own, I guess. But the other thing I don't like is they designed him as this hulking freaking man, which doesn't make sense to me, like, in terms of a physiology kind of thing. Like, he's a giant hulking man, and he's as dumb as a brick. If you don't believe me how dumb he is, he tapped Moon thinking it was Modeus.
Yeah.
How do you not... No, how can you not distinguish one of your wives?
To be fair, this was an imagination of Beel, but then again, I mean, we'll let the audience decide whether, like, what's canon or not, but, whatever. I mean, but... Hey, but regarding like his physiology though, I can kind of understand like how it's a little bit jarring because as you said, most harems, at least in anime, if you want to call, looking from that angle, the main characters are typically like the complete opposite, where they're very shy, they're very scrawny, and yeah, and yet they have this catalog of very attractive women just fall on their lap without any effort. So, and it's for that very reason that I'm kind of in the same boat where I'm not the biggest fan of harems either, but the only reason why I like Helltaker is, again, it's really because it's more so of Second Circle, and that they don't really come off as a harem necessarily, but more of it's just a giant family.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
like, I get the guy. Man had a dream, and he accomplished his dream. Would it have been my dream? No. I would have went for either Lucy or Judgment and called it a day. You know what? I got the one I want. I'm going. Y'all can stay here.
Yeah, and I'll go for Justice.
There we go.
Yeah. I will say, though, my least favorite date was actually Cerberus, because I feel like that didn't really feel like a date, but rather more of like a side quest. So,
yeah, Cerberus being like the family dog is a bit of an interesting concept. Like, I get it. Cerberus, the three-headed demon dog that protects Hell's Gate and all that kind of crap. However, Cerberus did pull their weight when they were the first one to take on the Four Lords. They tracked down Mammon.
Yeah. So, give him credit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good treat for them. Yeah. Cool. Well, I think we've already talked about Second Circle enough as it is, which, honestly, that could be a podcast of its own, but there are some other things that I do want to touch upon as well. So, yeah, we'll settle the Second Circle discussion there. And now we'll move on to the actual waifus of Helltaker itself. This is going to be the most interesting part of the podcast, actually. And it's also why, as I mentioned earlier, this might upset a lot of people. Why? Because we're going to start ranking those demon waifus. We're going to do a little tier list.
No, you didn't tell me we were doing this.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh god, people have been asking me to do a tier list for them for a while. I don't think I've ever given a definitive list.
This is your chance, buddy.
This is gonna be my chance to piss a lot of people off.
Oh, and
my favorite thing to do.
I might even I might even post this podcast on the subreddit of Helltaker. So, and there's gonna be people watching that.
Oh no!
So. Even if I don't, they're still gonna discover it because I have posted my videos on that subreddit before. So yeah. the word will spread around eventually.
All right, let's get her done. Let's start pissing people off.
All right, Pandemonica.
How many tiers do we have?
Let's just go A to F. You know, the usual.
A to F. Okay.
Actually, no. S include S as well. So S and then A to F. So
S then A to F. Okay. So I need to look at this logically. Like, which Pandemonica are we looking at?
well, you know what? I hope you don't mind this, and I hope the audience doesn't mind it either. But let's include Second Circle because I feel like the base game doesn't really offer that much, other than just
so
looks.
we'll look at base game and we'll look at Second Circle. So going by base game, and you know, we'll go by Second Circle too. I never liked Pandemonica's design, in my personal opinion. And before anyone says it, no, it's not because she's flat. Okay, yes, I get it. I have my interest, but that's not the point. I never liked her design. Like, I get it. She's tired. She's sleep deprived and everything like that. And despite it being her being Van Ripper's favorite, he's mentioned this multiple times. It's just not my thing. Not only that, but I'm not into the whole saddest thing. So, going with that logic and going by her personality in Second Circle, I'm not going to drop her all the way to the bottom. I'll say give her a D.
Okay.
What about you? Where do you place her?
Ooh. Base game, I am fully on board with you.
Yeah, you thought this was gonna be me. No, you're making your own rank too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, base game, I would also put her at D. I wouldn't put her like completely low necessarily because to her credit, she does help you out, you know, on like how to avoid death and potentially whatnot. So, and again, like I mean, she's not bad looking, but it's just her design just isn't really my cup of tea. But that being said, though, with Second Circle, though, I really enjoyed Pandemonica's date, especially the beach episode, which actually
of course
was,
you
like,
bring up the beach episode of all
that was
things.
like, yeah, that was actually one of my favorite, you know, dates like of Second Circle. So with the beach, yeah, with Second Circle taken into account, I would push Pandemonica all the way up to a B. So
that, if you want to put her up on B for your own list, you can. For me, I'm a man of personality over looks, so anybody who says I'm only focusing on looks, shut up. But her personality, both of them, with and without coffee, it's just not my style. So we're gonna drop her down to a D for me.
All right. Hold on. Let me get a pen just so I can write that down. give me like 20 seconds. All right, I'm back. All right. So, Pandemonica is a D for you. Cool. All right. So that's out of the way. Now, Modeus. Where does the lustful demon lie?
Okay, Modeus, we're going by both. Okay, so let me first start off by saying, like, I'm not focused on the looks because I'm a man who loves a woman in a suit, so I would end up favoring the base game. So I'm gonna try and avoid comparing looks. So going by her personality, our first encounter with her in the base game, she literally tries not to give you a choice. You are going to be with her whether you like it or not, and if you agree with her, she will break your kneecaps. Over in Second Circle, you learn more about her. You learn why she is the way she is. You learned about her creation. You help her through it. Modeus, in terms of design, I love her. In terms of personality, she's got a great personality. You just gotta know how to navigate it. So for me, I'm gonna put her in A.
Okay, all right. Wow. I was kind of expecting a C from that description, but all right. You're a man of challenge.
If you know how to navigate, of course I'm a man of challenge. Have you seen the games I play? Are you insane?
All right. Cool. Modeus is A. All right.
What about you?
So I actually have my little tier list video I made pulled up here just so I can remember where I placed all of them.
Well, I might as well see if any of your opinions change, like mine did with Lucy, how she moved up.
Yeah. So I will say with Modeus that has changed as well because in my video I placed her on B, but since you mentioned all that sadism and whatnot, I would put her a little bit lower on the C tier. So
So you're not a fan of getting your kneecaps broken.
No, I'm not. I value my life and well-being very much, thank you.
Pussy.
Alright. Cool. Alright. Cerberus.
I actually don't like Cerberus in terms... Okay, I like her design in Second Circle. I'm actually not a fan of her design in the base game. And I'm not 100% set on her personality either in either one of the games. Like, she's very high and energetic, but I can't do high and energetic. I get it, she's a dog, like, that's how she is, and that's also something that kind of discerns me from that. Because she's more like a dog! Am I wrong in thinking that? She's literally based off a dog! So to me, she's more of a dog. Yes, she can technically change her form and whatever. She's admitted this. Like, she has herself split into 3 bodies with 1 soul. She can easily combine back together or change the way she looks. But I just don't like it. I don't want to drop her like all the way to F, but I don't want her in D either. So for me, I gotta put her in an F. She's like too energetic. There is a limit to what you have to do. I don't want to date a dog.
Oh, our first F, everybody. Damn. Dude. But at the same time,
I'm not a furry.
Yeah, F is for furries, that's why. Oh god.
Well, I'm gonna bring up this topic again later, but let's keep going.
Yeah, I mean, man. Yeah, now you have just declared war on the Cerberus fans. So.
Shit, no, not. I just remembered. Now that we've mentioned like furry-esque, there is a fan game that I also played. I was contacted by this developer as well to play their game. I don't know if you ever saw the Helltaker series that I did, where Pandemonica in that game literally turns into like a sheep demon thingy that you had to fight.
What? Oh.
Yes. So she technically also has a quote-unquote persona, which is a sheep. Like, I get it. She's kind of based off that. She's sleepy and everything. Count sheeps to fall asleep, all that jazz. I'm not gonna move her play. She's still gonna stay in D for me. But that also brings up another fan game, which we can talk about later.
All right, cool. Yeah, remind me later on. So yeah, but let's stay on track for now. Yeah. But yeah, damn, a first F, everybody, for Cerberus. Wow. And you know what?
And you?
I find it hard to disagree, with everything you just said, because, yeah, like, she just doesn't really come off as a person. Like, again, I know, I mean, none of them are actual people, but still, I mean, they at least appear and act like humans in some ways. But Cerberus, though, like, I mean, she's cute in some ways, but at the same time, yeah, I am fully on board with you. She just acts way too much like a dog, and...
Not just that, but you also have to keep in mind, like, I'm gonna go off the comics that Van Ripper made with this, like, the very first comics that he used to make. She also wants to corrupt the world, and she almost corrupted a child.
Yep. So, yeah, let's not get into that. Where
exactly
that's a territory we're not gonna touch upon here, even even like when it comes to Helltakers. So,
my reasons are now valid with that being out in the open. Twitter, do your thing.
Yeah. And Twitter, you'll find people that actually defend that shit, but that's a whole nother can of worms, so... Twitter being Twitter.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we're getting out of hand, but... yeah, what's my take on Cerberus? I'm afraid I'll have to... So, in my video, I put her on D tier, for a lot of the similar reasons that you just laid out. But after this whole conversation, sadly, I'm gonna have to demote her to an E tier as well. So... I wouldn't put her... E? I'm sorry?
We have an E? Okay, so most tier lists, they don't have an E, as far as I remember. It goes from D and then to F. Because there's no such thing as an E grade.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Well, granted, there's also no such thing as an S grade, but potato, tomato.
I mean, well, at this point, I feel like the difference between E and F, like, may as well not be that different. So, yeah, we can just remove the E tier if you want.
That is up to you. This is your podcast.
Okay.
I'm simply here to corrupt it.
You know what? Fine. We'll remove the E tier. So, alright. Well, in that case, then yeah, I will have to sadly demote Cerberus to an F tier. Sorry, dog fans. You know, it's just we're not.
I'm not sorry, dog fans. What's wrong with you?
I feel like we might actually like legitimately like get into dangerous territory here with like, you know.
Wait, you think they're gonna leave angry comments? Guess what? That's called engagement.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll stop right there. let's move on. Let's move on.
Next,
Malina.
Ooh, okay. Malina is a little bit of a different one, because my brother over in Texas, High Viper, you've seen him in a couple of my videos. He actually really likes Malina. He considers her his favorite. So, I'm going to go off of her design from Helltaker and Second Circle. I like them both. I've actually really liked her Second Circle design a lot more. In her art book, she actually had Van Ripper had the idea of giving her gaming-themed tattoos, which I really wish he would have been able to accomplish, but he couldn't make them consistent. So there's that. Personality-wise, she's a drunken gamer girl, which would be a dream for most people. To put it simply, she is well endowed in most of the right places. She's an alcoholic. She absolutely loves gaming, turn-based strategies mostly, which isn't my cup of tea, but to each their own. Honestly, given all of those traits, and given how she is also in the Second Circle dates, I'm going to put her at a B.
Alright. And I fully agree with you on that. In my video, I put her on the B tier as well, and yeah, my opinion on her hasn't really changed that much. You know, sure, like, her anger issues and the alcoholism, yeah, that does demote her significantly from what could be an S tier. But beyond that, though, from her looks, her interest in video games, and like her I mean, not that I'm into tsunderes or anything, but still, the fact that she's still deep down, like, somewhat seems to have a caring side. Yeah, I would put her in the B tier. So, yeah. Cool. No debates to be had there, unlike the whole, like, debacle about Cerberus that we just had, so...
It's in the past now. That's for us 3 minutes ago have to deal with.
Cool. Alright. I don't know, maybe we might even dedicate an entire discussion podcast regarding Cerberus one day. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's have a podcast for every single one of the girls.
You know what? That's actually has some potential.
Hear that, everybody? I just got approved for another 10 seasons.
Like you said, that's called engagement. And it's one way for us to, yeah, kind of lengthen, you know, the lifeline of Helltaker. It's one way or the other, so.
Actually,
yeah.
if I can pause the conversation for a second. Choco is aware of Helltaker, correct?
Yes, I mean, she's not like a super fan necessarily, but I mean, she did draw like one fan out of Judgment in one of her shorts, so yeah, take that as you will.
I don't remember that one. You'd think I'd know that one. Anyways, so has she ever played the game?
I don't know. I'll have to ask her that. In fact, let me ask her that right now on Discord, but yeah.
I swear to God, if she shows up in the podcast now.
Actually, well, I do want to finish this tier list thing, but I don't know. What do you think about Kapitan Sladek all of a sudden hopping on this call? If we can find the way to make that happen.
I don't talk to him, like, almost at all. Like, maybe the occasional comment once in a while on Twitter when I'm actually there. Otherwise, I do not talk to him at all.
Okay.
Like I said, it's your podcast. The choice is yours if you want to bring up somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, if he's down for it, I wouldn't mind like having him like pop into the Discord call like for like 5 minutes or something. Like I don't want to like keep him around too long, so because I know he's busy. But
it is up to you, good sir. It is your podcast.
Absolutely, yeah. Let me just finish typing that message to Chocoburb.
2,000 years later.
Alright, I just sent him a DM. I basically, told him that, hey, I'm recording a podcast with the Corrupted Judge right now. I want to hop in and say hi to him for like 5 minutes. I know it's like super late for him, like in Europe right now, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Alright, so while we wait for that, let's continue.
Cool. Sorry about that, everybody. Had to take care of some business behind the scenes, so yeah. So we just finished with Malina. Zdrada.
Okay. I love her design. I actually really do love like that punk rock goth-esque kind of design that she has, not only in the base game, but in Second Circle as well. But freaking her title says it all. She's a fucking bitch. I mean, it's literally her title. In the base game, she says she's coming with you whether you like it or not. You try and turn her away. No, she blows smoke in your face and joins the freaking harem and then proceeds to just make fun of Malina in the life of... but in Second Circle, there is some redeeming qualities. I've mentioned this before. Everybody knows this. You know this. Everyone from my community knows it. I hated what she did to Judgment during Judgment's date. However, going through both Malina's third and Zdrada's third dates, we finally get to like see the dynamic they have in Second Circle, where they grew up basically in the slums of hell, where they tried their best to take care of each other. Zdrada being the older sister that she is, doing her best to protect Malina. But then when Malina ends up getting a job as a janitor over in the high circle of hell for Lucy, Zdrada feels like she's abandoning her after everything they've been through. So, yes, I hate what Zdrada did, and she's a bitch, but she's still kind-hearted. She still cares about Malina as much as she does. Whether she has a weird way of showing it, but she does care about her. So, putting all that together, I'm gonna put her in either B or C.
Okay.
Maybe A. I need to see how her fourth date goes. I haven't yet to play that. So, depending on how that goes, we'll go from there. But for the time being, either B or C.
Yeah, this really does, I feel like her final verdict, if you want to call it, really does depend on, like, her redemption arc in her fourth date, if there even is one. But...
she's basically a pending. She can go up, she can go down. It depends on how the fourth date is, going over how her trailer was burnt down.
Would you say, like, what she did with, in Judgment's dates, like, lowered her significantly, like, in the rankings?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. As for me, though, okay, let me first write it down. B or C, okay. For me, Zdrada has not changed from a C tier, which is where I put her in the video, so, yeah, I mean, like, I can see how she's an acquired taste for some people, you know. She really has a very distinct, unique style that certainly appeals to...
That's something we have to consider, too. We didn't consider that, either.
Oh, yeah. Man. I'd still put it in a C tier, but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Let me put it this way for some of the audience members. How are two masochists gonna get it on? I'm not a masochist. I'm just putting that out there.
Neither am I, which is why I'm curious as well. Like,
think about it. If say a masochist ends up dating Zdrada because they think, oh, we're both masochists, we have so much in common, we both love pain. Which one of you is gonna instigate the pain? Like, okay, basically, you got two bottoms. Who's gonna be the top?
Oh my god.
I'm not wrong here. Like, I can tell you're laughing, but at the same time, it's not wrong. Like, who is the top?
Yeah, I don't dispute your questions there, but it's just like, it's so like profoundly. Like,
to the YouTube community, and because I know you're gonna put this up on Reddit, so to the Redditors as well. How does that work? Don't tell me that that a masochist has not dated another masochist. This is Reddit. Just tell us how that works, please. Because now, like, I know this is Helltaker, but this is now freaking, like, life lessons here. How does that work? You can't see it, but I'm doing, like, the Italian hand thing. How does that work?
Future Lawrence, add the mystery, like, music theme from, like, X-Files, you know.
These are questions we need answers. Which one of you is the top? Do y'all flip a coin? Do you freaking wrestle and see if you get it going?
Da 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 da.
I could go on like a full-on rant, like just to try and find answers, but we're gonna stay on topic.
Yeah, and again, reserve that for another episode.
Next episode when I pop in, what is a masochist?
Oh man, just two amateur armchair psychologists trying to decipher a fictional demon girl.
Psychologists study me.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's good.
Anyways, as you were saying about Zdrada.
Yeah. My tier for her remains unchanged. C. Maybe a D tier, but I mean, again, like she's pending, like you said, so we'll leave it at that. Yeah.
For me, like it's her design that probably saves her. Like I said, I wasn't gonna base anything on looks, but let's be honest, we're gonna put looks into the factor here. I love her design, so that's probably something that's saving her.
I mean, there's no way you can discount looks altogether because I mean, it's a big reason why you and I are into Justice and Judgment respectively. So.
How dare you? I like her aggressive personality that turns out to be fake, and she's actually a really nice person.
Oh, really? All right.
Shut up.
All right. Well, if you put Judgment's personality into, say, Pandemonica, would you still like her all the same?
Honestly, yeah.
Oh,
I'm at a personality over looks. You give Judgment's personality to Pandemonica? Yeah, I still would.
okay. All right.
Hang on, is this the equivalent of like your girlfriend and your sister like swap bodies and all that? I swear to God, if that ends up being that weird concept, I'm going to kill you.
What did you just say? Like, what even is?
No. Anyways, let's move on. Azazel.
Yeah, let's move on. I don't even know what the hell that was even about. Like, what the?
The Redditors will know. Don't worry about that.
I don't even want to know. All right.
They'll tell you. Anyways, Azazel.
Yeah, Azazel. What's your take?
Okay, so Azazel, freaking the angelic angel that reminds me of the Christianity that I gave up so long ago. Base design. She actually did really have a nice base design. It was a completely 180, seeing an angel in hell. Freaking, and the fact that she literally just wanted to continue researching, which ends up being her downfall. And then we move on to Second Circle, where she seems a whole lot more tame and more open to different things rather than just studying and taking notes. So, going by her... Actually, no, now that I think about it, she would make me go to church on Sundays, wouldn't she? Yeah, she would make me go to church on Sundays. I burn when I go to church. So, I'm gonna put her at a... I'm gonna put her at a C. I'm just not into like the big bubbly-esque personality that she has. Her looks are really good. She looks good in the outfits she has in base and in Second Circle, but her personality, it puts her at C for me.
Damn. Shame. Yeah.
Sorry, God, not today.
I mean, like for me, like I love her visual designs, but I mean, even in her base form, you know, I'd say she's pretty cute and all, but
We don't do cute.
Knowing what happened with Exam Taker,
we're leaving that as a separate subject.
yeah,
We're not focusing on Loremaster. We are focusing on Azazel.
Yeah.
As the community will say, those are completely different people. Everybody's trying to cope.
yeah.
Isn't that right, Reddit?
Cue for all the angry Loremaster fans.
Come and get me. My channel's in the description.
Actually, I just messaged LOREKNOWER. I don't know if you remember him. Yeah, he said hi to you.
Hey, LOREKNOWER, I hate your girlfriend.
Like, oh, let me reply to
Come and get me, baby.
KJ said he hates your. I just typed that in the message. KJ said he hates your girlfriend.
It's gonna be very confusing if LOREKNOWER actually has a girlfriend. He's gonna be very confused. You've never met her.
Oh,
you know, I meet everybody.
He just wrote damn. What a meanie, he says.
Anyways, your take on Azazel?
So, I actually like Azazel a lot, believe it or not. You know, again, like, not discounting the whole, like, Loremaster thing, but, I would, and therefore my tier list or ranking on her remains unchanged. I'd say she's an A. She really is, like, just a milquetoast, nice and cute girl, you know, who's also, you know, kind of a nerd and smart, and a smarty pants, if you want to call it. Yeah. And if only she wasn't, like, this little gullible, naive little child, you know.
She's too innocent.
Yeah,
That's
way
my
too
problem.
fucking
She's
innocent.
too innocent.
Yeah.
She's a child of God, obviously. Heck, I remember, I don't know if this was canon or not, I remember seeing a fan comic where Michael was about to tell her that she is fallen and she's not coming back. But before she can say it, like, fully, Azazel takes it as, oh, it's a research trip, and she'll be back in heaven soon after she does her research. She was still too innocent then, and she's still too innocent now.
Yeah, how the hell did she think that it would turn out any other way? Yeah.
Anyways.
So, but for me though, like again, like the whole like falling, like not counting, I would put Azazel in an A tier. Just A's for Azazel. So
I'm gonna keep her at the C. Like I said, I'm a man of personality over looks, and I'm just not one for the big bubbly attitude.
That's fair. Yeah. Oh, before we move on to Justice here, LOREKNOWER asks you very random question here. Do you like pumpkin pie?
I feel like this is a trick for something.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to think back in my vast knowledge of Helltaker, given every game I've ever played. Justice makes apple pie, so where does the pumpkin pie come in from? Is he just? I feel like he's gonna send a picture of that one pumpkin pie with the Hot Wheel and the whipped cream being like the smoke of a burnout. I don't know if you know the picture I'm talking about.
Maybe, but
we'll say yes and move on. Like this is gonna keep people engaged. Like, what's LOREKNOWER gonna do next?
I swear to God, if I post this podcast on Reddit, he's definitely gonna reply on the comments with some whack ass meme
with a pumpkin pie.
Because LOREKNOWER, like again, like shout out to LOREKNOWER by the way, because I know you're watching this right now. LOREKNOWER watches all of our podcasts, so he's gonna listen to all of this, man. So whatever opinions that you have on Loremaster, yeah, like ready yourselves. Like think really hard on what you want to say, you know.
I have played the exam taker more than once off camera. I'm ready.
Oh, LOREKNOWER just replied, I swear if I ever lay my feet on the North American continent, then I'm about to find both of your houses and put lots of bats there.
Joke's on you, my nickname in high school was Batman.
Alright.
Try again.
He's referring to that one time when a bat broke into my apartment, so...
I remember that one.
Yeah, that was not a fun time, but anyways, we're getting off track here, so back to work.
Alright, so this one, we're gonna start with you first, for obvious reasons. Justice.
Do I even need to answer this?
Give your reasoning. Don't be like that. Don't be biased. Give your opinions and reasons.
Alright, I'll try to be objective here by distinguishing between the main game, just the base game, and Second Circle. I will say for the base game, I would put her more so at a B tier. I know that's a pretty big damn shocker as a Justice fan, and for any other Justice fans out there that will be molding, like how effing dare you not put her in an S tier? But we have to be realistic and objective here in that. Yeah, like, I love her design, you know, I like the cool action girl attitude that she possesses, and, you know, I'm a man who appreciates tomboys, so that goes as well. That being said, though, canonically, Van Ripper has made it very clear as well, Justice is an extremely apathetic demon who couldn't give two shits whether you suffer or die or whatever. Like, she wouldn't, like, if you were having a hard time, she really wouldn't save you. So, I know that's very hard to say, but that's just a fact there. Now, the comics might... The recent comics that released might sway that a little bit, you know, because she's still somewhat caring enough to stick with her team to fight off against those two new demons, you know. But still, from a base game, I would put her more in a B tier. But then again, like... Let's be realistic here. If we're gonna go by pure base game standards, then I would say none of the girls would even reach the S or A tier. So, I know that's kind of a cop-out answer too, but yeah. So, there's that. That being said though, with Second Circle taken into account, she goes all the way up to S tier. For the very same reasons that I described earlier of why I love Justice's dates, why her second date is your most popular video on your channel, and why people love it so much. Because Justice is that cool girl, who's the exact opposite of this careless, apathetic demon, where she sincerely does care about the issues that you're going through, willing to help you out, willing to encourage you, get you back up on your 2 feet, yada yada yada. But at the same time, she's not like this massive hard ass either, like say Malina or Lucy. She's very chill. You don't have to walk around eggshells with her. And again, unlike you, I do care a little bit more about looks, so I love her, tomboy designs, her abs, I'm not afraid to say that I like, fit, muscular girls, so yeah. I mean, and it's for that very same reason that I also like Judgment as well, or at least like some renditions of her in some of the fan arts, but that's for a later topic, so yeah. It's for all these convoluted reasons, which I hope you were able to digest, that Justice ends up in the S tier.
Okay. F. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, we're ending the podcast now. Goodbye, everybody.
No. Okay, so for me, like, we're gonna start off with looks as I always do. I like her look in the base game, and I actually do really like her look in Second Circle. In Second Circle, you can see kind of like the difference here, where her time on Earth, you can actually see like she's worked out, like she actually has like biceps and everything. She goes to the gym as shown in her first Second Circle date. So Team 133 actually showed progression from when she first arrived to where she is at the moment. In terms of personality, you don't get too much of that in the base game, especially if you're trying to speed run it, quote unquote. It doesn't matter what option you pick; she will go with you regardless. Like, if she'll ask you how you got through the puzzle, either you learned or you skipped it. So she already knew that. Give me 2 seconds. Ah, shit. Actually, can you give me 2 seconds? I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
6.5 hours later.
Alright, sorry about that.
No worries, man. No worries.
Okay, so where were we?
We were talking about, Justice. Also, I just sent you a message. I'll forwarded a message from LOREKNOWER. He wanted it to see
What the heck did you just send me?
That was LOREKNOWER, man, not me.
There's something to confuse him even more. Merlin. Oh god! I have to remember the inner circle is more chaotic than my group. I have to remember that.
Yeah.
Y'all are a different brand of chaos. That's all I can say.
Yeah, LOREKNOWER is like just an enigma, like in itself. Where, man, I don't know what to say.
All right. Anyways, trying to get back on topic. Where were we?
Yeah, we were talking about Justice, and you were in the middle of explaining her before. Yeah, you had to take a break there. So
right. Her personality, like I've mentioned this, if their personality, you don't get too much of it in the base game. It does not matter what choice you pick with her, she'll accept either one. Where you can literally tell her, like, oh, you beat the puzzle or you skip the puzzle, and she'll go along with it, no matter what. And in Second Circle, like you've mentioned before, you get so much more story with her. How she tries to uplift the Helltaker on, oh, this hobby you used to have, just enjoy it. It doesn't matter what other people think about you. It's a really, like, uplifting thing to see that in Second Circle. I've mentioned this already. I like her looks. I like how she looks in the suit. I also like the progression of her building muscle mass in Second Circle. So, for me, I would drop her an A. At the very least.
I'm genuinely surprised by that. Wow.
Why, you thought I was going to actually put her in F?
No, like, I thought for you she'd be a little bit more in the middle tier, like B or C, but...
I'm a man of personality, and she's got a good personality in terms of Second Circle, so obviously she's got to go in A.
You know what? I am not going to complain, and I will accept it gladly.
I can put her down a couple pegs if you want.
No.
Well, let's talk about all the things wrong with her. She's blind. She wears gloves everywhere for no reason. In Second Circle, she wears a tank top in the house?
What's wrong with that?
Why?
Hey, sometimes you're going through a heat wave like we did a couple weeks ago. I mean, you gotta...
She's from hell and wears a suit.
Alright, man.
Anyways, now that that's out of the way.
Oh. Hey, well, you know what? My respect for you has gone up tenfold, so congratulations. Alright.
Now let me break it.
Lucifer!
Dear old Lucy, the CEO and queen of hell, who's recently gone up in my perspective. In terms of looks, at least. Okay, so, I will admit, she probably looks the best in a freaking suit. Like, I mentioned this at some point somewhere. The KJ suit that my sprite wears is a little bit inspired by Lucy's suit. Like, that's something I have to give up. Especially with the gloves. Like, the white gloves were kind of like just a one-off thing, and then I realized it's the same thing that she has. She runs hell like an absolute business. That's why her title is CEO and not queen, even though she likes to call herself a queen multiple times. Throughout the game, after you've collected her, there are ways for you to instantly die from her. She does not like a man who will instantly submit to her. As we've seen, if you instantly drop to your knees, she will turn your blood into vinegar. It is a literal thing that happens. So, she does not like a man who will automatically worship her. No, so I like that about her. She likes a man who will actually fight a little bit. She is also very egotistical and a bit of a... what's the word I'm looking for? A wuss, we'll say. As we've seen in the base game, Judgment will tell her off, and she can't really do anything about it, even though she is literally the boss. She is a bit of a wuss, or some other form of the word. Freaking somebody let me know about that later. So, in base game, she is cool looking, but her personality is strange. In Second Circle, the outfit that they gave her, I actually really do like it. Especially the dress she wears in the third date. She looks stunning in a black dress. I will not lie about that. Her personality is a little bit better in Second Circle in terms of her kind of getting used to like human life or whatever. Even making the decree that everybody needs to be there for breakfast, like to have everybody have their pancakes and all that. Everybody has to be there or no one eats. I'm pretty sure that's something that she did. I really love that. And so, the way she defends the Helltaker as well as herself and her kingdom from the Four Lords, even though she did technically usurp it from them, I really like that. She chose what she wanted and she really likes it. Proved that she can run hell better than them, and I guess technically she does. But another thing that most people don't really notice is her kind-heartedness. Despite, in Second Circle, despite having sent Beel to the Abyss because she attempted to usurp the throne that she already usurped, she still gave her a way out. She still gave her the opportunity to right her wrongs and get a way out of the Abyss. So, for me, Lucy is actually sitting up in S tier.
Wow! We got an S tier before Judgment. Wow!
Oh, calm down. You know exactly where Judgment's going anyways.
Man. That was a beautiful description, though, I gotta say. You know?
It's not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, again, I feel like it's gonna be a recurring, like, repetitive, statement here, but I'm fully on board with you. Base game of her, I mean, you know what? Her visual design is impeccable. I love it. But it's her personality that really falls short in some parts. She can be very suave and mature and very sultry, but she also has, like you said, she's kind of a wuss, and honestly, she's kind of a brat, where, I mean, she presents herself as this, like, cunning CEO, but at the same time, though, it's really just a paper tiger. All bark, no bite. So, which is why in her base game, she would be a little bit closer, like somewhere between B or C for me. But that being said, though, I'm taking Second Circle into account. So if we take all the dates that we had with her into the factor as well, I would say Lucy would go up to the A tier. S, I would say, is a little bit too high for me, but, still, I mean, she's definitely up there. So, yeah. For me, Lucy still sits as an A, which I think is what I put in the tier list video that I made. So, yeah. Wait. No, actually, never mind. Never mind, I put her in the C tier on the video.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Shit. But
well, now we know your opinions have changed.
Yeah, my opinions have changed, so she goes up to an A tier. So.
See, Lucy has that way. See, she was my third, and now she's my second. She has a way of just moving up the list.
Pretty much, yep. And I wonder, like, after like the fourth dates, what the verdict is gonna be then, kind of like Zdrada. So.
Also, I have to bring this up because I commented on it on Twitter. Fate Goat-Taker, I think their name is. They're an artist on YouTube as well who do some Helltaker art with their OC. They made a post saying that with the new comics, if Lucy's assets got bigger, I told them to just enjoy it. So, yes, I'm also putting that into account. Shut up.
Oh, I thought you didn't care about looks. All right. I'm kidding.
I don't, but I know that if they come into the comments, they will bring it up.
Alrighty. Oh my god, I feel like given everything that we've covered so far, we're gonna have like pretty much like most of the Helltaker community like on our asses after this. Certainly Reddit. I'm not sure about Twitter because I'm actually, contrary to what you think, I'm not that active on Twitter, but still, we'll see.
I'm gonna lose the title of that Helltaker guy after this. Look what you've done to me. You've ruined me.
Nah. I'm just a C-tier podcaster. You're the real star of the show.
Yeah, like I said, you ruined me. Anyways.
Alright. The one and only Judgment.
Okay. So, I've said this before. I'll say it throughout this podcast. I've said it in the first podcast we ever did. I've said it in the freaking main game when I did it. I've said it in the second circle game when I did it. Every single game where she's been involved with it. I've even said it in the Azazel's Tale when they've... Something called Modeus. I even mentioned this in the Azazel's Tale with a character they introduced that's somewhat similar to her. She is my favorite. She has been my favorite before playing the game. When I first discovered the game, she has been my favorite for a multitude of reasons. Even before playing it, I loved her design. Not just because of the clothes that she wears. Not just because of the clothes she wears that may or may not be as revealing as they are. I could see my mic screwing up. Why does it do this on the most important parts? Anyways, so I've loved her design since the beginning when I first saw her. The way her horns are actually different compared to everybody else's, not just black, but it has the additional spikes with it. Her whole look altogether, the brooding attitude that she had in the beginning of the game is with her introduction. I absolutely love it. She took her job absolutely seriously. And in the art book, when it was revealed that she is the nicest out of all of them, I absolutely took that into stride. In the comics, she also shows that a little bit here and there, even adopting a dog, which we recently found out is named Punishment, and even making sure Cerberus does not corrupt the youth. She takes her job seriously, but also still shows that nice side of her, especially with adopting Toby Fox. And in the most recent comics that Vanner put out, she proved that despite living on Earth now, she has not lost her touch and absolutely mutilated Tower, her idol, and proved that she is better than any other prosecutor that there is. Absolutely destroying her while being drenched in her blood. And then, out of an act of pure amazement, torches both Moon and Lucy because she didn't want to deal with the fact that she had to pick who was the real one. Now, Second Circle. Second Circle design, I absolutely love her design in that game as well, freaking with the jacket and a bit of the tube top thing that she has going on. Pretty much, as we've said in the beginning, allowing her to slowly realize she doesn't have to be all tough in the exterior anymore, that she's safe and she's happy and she can be that kind self that she always was, and that nobody, besides frickin' Zdrada, will look down on her for that. So she learns that she can be herself again, which I absolutely love. She she doesn't just do it to protect her image. She does it to protect others because people feel safe around her when she has that tough exterior. So for me, and for all obvious reasons, she is S tier.
You hear that, everybody? That was absolutely beautiful. That was magnum opus right there.
Nobody ever deny me again.
I could not put, like, honestly, I should have let you take over the little judgment video that I did for my Worth It series. Just have you go take over and as the host, you know, and sell the idea as to why, yeah, Judgment is not only S tier but also best wife. Oh man.
Oh, wait. Also, another thing. In the new comics, she ended up getting like 3 new outfits, so that's also another thing. She's the only character in the main game and the main universe who gets multiple outfits.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I really like her casual outfit.
I'm putting on another thing here. If you focus on the comics, she's the only one that actually cared about the Helltaker when he got injured. She actually went to him to try and help him. Yes, at the end of the comics, Lucy decided to bring aid to try and stitch up his wounds in the neck, which I'm still surprised he freaking survived that. But she was the first one to go over there. Modeus literally threw him on the floor and said, "He's alive but useless."
Yeah, until...
Which, granted, yes, he's useless. We know this. I've explained this. He's useless. He's a freaking brick and a freaking idiot. But Judgment still went to save him.
Until Malina revives him. But that's spoiler alert.
Yes, but she was still the first one to actually show concern.
Yeah, that's a good point. Damn. Well, you know, I would like to add my own input, but at the same time, I feel like you already covered everything. So, which is why I think I'm just gonna, pass on this and just fully agree with you there. You know, say. S tier. Again, like, I sincerely don't know what else to add. You covered everything. And I couldn't have put it any better than myself, so... so... We're in agreement. Judgment's S tier.
Haha!
Best wife. Oh, yeah.
She is the only wife. Lucy's just a side piece, but that's something we'll talk about later.
Yeah. Hold on a second, alright. Before we move on, the LOREKNOWER just messaged me something. Hold on. Give me 1 second here.
It's me, Malario.
Did you hear that?
No. What?
Oh, never mind. Actually, OBS might... LOREKNOWER just sent me like a clip of him testing his mic.
Oh no.
Because
He's
I asked
prepping,
him
isn't he?
I asked him if he wanted to hop on, so...
Oh, no, actually, no, it might work out for our segment later on.
Well, I want, like, if he's gonna hop on here, I want to, like, do it now before, like, it gets too late for him. Because, again, he's in Europe. They're, like, 6 hours ahead. So it's, like, 11
Your
p.m.
call.
Yeah. Alright, well, let me just message him right now. Last call. You wanna... Alright, just sent him the message. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, let's wait for a response.
Alright then.
He's typing. He's typing.
Oh no.
Oh, he said yes. Alright, let's do it.
Oh no!
It's your first chance to say hello to the one and only LOREKNOWER.
This should be interesting.
Alright, let's add to DM. Let's see. I want to make sure that I'm doing this right here. Oh, is he on the call?
Hello there.
LOREKNOWER! You hear him?
There it is.
Works.
Alright. Do you hear Corrupted Judge?
Hello, human.
Oh, hello there, Corrupted Judge. How are you?
Alright, there we go. Has arrived.
Oh my god! It's actually... For the audience, the LOREKNOWER, just so you know, we're recording a podcast right now with Corrupted Judge, and for the audience that's listening to this was not planned at all. I just off the blue decided to message LOREKNOWER to see if he wanted to hop on the podcast, and here he is now. This is LOREKNOWER, everybody, say hello.
Noise.
All right.
LOREKNOWER, how are you doing, man?
I just came out of work.
Oh, hard days
On
for the work.
heat.
Gotcha.
Yes, 38 Celsius on sun.
Nice. Yeah. Hope you're well rested now. It should be a weekend tomorrow, so.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but anyways, I know it's late over there, so I won't keep you around too long. But we were just doing a little tier list ranking for all the Helltaker girls. You know, we just finished doing Judgment, and you know for sure where she lies with Corrupted Judge's ranking. But we were gonna move on to Beel, but since you're here though, we gotta talk about Loremaster. I know we're skipping a step ahead there, but yeah. And
fine.
if you saw the DM LOREKNOWER, I mentioned that Corrupted Judge said that he hates your girlfriend. So yeah. Let's say, how do you address this?
Corrupted Judge, expect bats on your house.
Your girlfriend has no arms.
Oh!
She paints her
Ouch.
horns white to look older. She hides her red eyes using goggles. Despite that, she's the most delusional woman I have ever met in a freaking game, believing she is still an angel despite sprouting horns and a tail out her ass. And you expect me to love someone who decides to kill off more than half the cast and keeps 2 as freaking maids? Actually, now I think about it, Lawrence, how come you're not addressing this either? She turned your girl into a maid.
Oh, I got my own gripes about Loremaster here, but I'm gonna say I want to see you two duke it out first.
That's why she's the best.
She believes herself to be a brand new god by creating life, and yet still claims to be an angel.
That's right.
Why?
What?
Why?
Why? Because she's smart.
She's not smart, she's delusional. There's a difference.
Oh. You can say that.
I did.
You know what? He did make a good point, way back a couple months ago, though, when, why would you, especially for my tier list ranking video, why the hell would I rank, Loremaster in the E tier, when, at most, she just turned Justice into a maid? Whereas Beelzebub, who's ranked in the S tier in my video, is the reason why Justice became blind. So, you know what?
By the way, can you show memes? Because I literally got a meme for this. I made. You may remember that meme.
Yeah, I sent one. I sent one to. I sent the Marlina, the Marlin one to KJ. Yeah.
Christ.
I see. He actually sent another one as well. Hold on a second. Lucifer. Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Do you see the comic? So, yeah, I'm gonna plaster this on the screen as well later when I'm editing. So, yeah, Beelzebub goes, "So, I blinded Justice, and fans still love me. So tell me, my dear, what evil thing have you done? Why is that most fans despise you?" So, and Loremaster replies, "So basically, I made Lucy and Justice wear the maid outfits." Beel goes, "You sick F."
Jesus Christ.
You know what? I got no rebuttals for that. Yeah.
By the way, Josh, here's one for you.
What in Chrysler am I looking at?
What the
Joke's on you. Joke's on you. I drink alcohol.
Damn.
Yeah, just so we're clear, we're all old enough to drink, so yeah, drink responsibly, people. If you're under 21...
Well, we're not exactly responsible.
Bro, speak for yourself, man. I don't know why you're telling me.
Okay, let me rephrase. The Canadian isn't very responsible. I'm allowed to start drinking at 19.
Yeah, that's why
By the
people.
way, Josh,
Go ahead.
do you have maple alcohol? A maple
Obviously.
syrup alcohol? Oh,
Obviously.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a Canadian-Polish exchange going on right here. Yeah.
I am a Pole, but I don't drink alcohol.
Sad.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
How can you not drink alcohol? Drinking alcohol is one of the best things in the world. Well, that and driving. Drinking and driving. But not at the same time. Unless you really want a challenge.
Ouch.
What is going on, dude?
Would you like a challenge? You know what? I like a challenge. I think I'm gonna go drink and then play GTA.
Disclaimer for YouTube here. Yeah, we are not encouraging anybody to drink and drive. So, yeah, YouTube don't...
You see that bottle near your dad's liquor cabinet? You see the keys right next to that? You know what to do. Be like Minecraft. Combine them. Have yourself a good time. Are you having a good time? I'm having a good time. Nah, it's fair to say I'm having a great time.
What the hell is going on, man? LOREKNOWER, you tell me what's going on.
Well, you see, this is my
I don't know,
podcast now.
And I'm just... I have no word. I'm too tired for this shit. Nope. For this poop. Oh. Yes. We need to be family friendly.
Nah.
Now, ever since you hopped on LOREKNOWER, now things are getting out of control, man. But then again, I invited you, so I have some ownership as well. What's going on? Oh, man.
Everywhere I go, I must corrupt.
What else did you just post? Oh my.
Mama from the second circle swag.
Oh my
Oh
Lord.
god. We've already moved so far off topic.
Oh man.
I can tell you, I got 247 Helltaker memes. Made by myself.
I mean, to all Redditors who understand this reference, I have 50,000 in a homework folder.
But did you make all by yourself?
Who said they're memes?
Oh shit. Damn.
Anyways.
Alright. Yeah, while LOREKNOWER's still around though, you know what? Let's skip Beelzebub and go straight into the Loremaster. What did you just post again? Oh my
Christ.
God. Yeah, just in case you're not aware, Judge, yeah, LOREKNOWER, he's pretty active in the Helltaker subreddit, and he is known as the meme guy. I mean,
This is probably why I'm not very active in the Helltaker freaking Reddits.
Yeah. You know, considering it's Reddit, it's actually pretty wholesome there, believe it or not, so... And that's saying something, but... Anyways, yeah. While LOREKNOWER's here, let's dive straight into Loremaster, you know, tier list. So
I've already given my 2 cents.
This is a trifecta going on here, where we give our each 2 cents. Corrupted Judge, I know you made your displeasure of Loremaster very clear, so... But still, I would like you to give the final verdict on where she lies in the tier list.
Brazil.
Brazil!
Send her to Brazil.
Yeah, instead of send her to Detroit, it's send her to Brazil.
Send her to Brazil.
No, Detroit, no.
Alright. Yeah, oh yeah, LOREKNOWER wasn't here when, when you were describing the little description here, but... Yeah, I'm afraid that... I don't know about Brazil, but I still want to fill in the F tier slot myself, so I'm afraid... I'm sorry, LOREKNOWER, but I'm gonna have to put Loremaster in the F tier. Not E, F. Because, I mean,
Very ouch. That hurts my heart.
She's just a psychopath. She's a psychopath. She has committed a lot of atrocities just for the sake of science and progression, which, hey, so many messed up people throughout history have used the exact same excuse to do some of the most awful, horrific stuff. And she's no different. So, I'm gonna put her in the F tier. You know? Yeah,
Stop sending Loremaster memes to justify.
Hey, oh, of course, you just posted another Loremaster meme called Weedmaster. But,
you're gonna have a lot of editing to do.
Yeah, I got a lot of editing to do once I'm done recording this podcast. Oh, man. So, yeah, I mean...
By the way, Corrupted Judge, did you saw new comics?
I did. We've discussed this in length earlier on.
Oh, okay. Then I have something for you.
Oh my god.
As you take judgment.
What the frick? I'm gonna steal this for future reference.
What is this?
This is mine plus Captain Sladek child.
What? Jesus Christ.
This is pathetic. Bitch got wasted after 3 blunts. Pass the blunt, bro. Also, she puked on me.
How did I end up in this mess?
I don't know, man. Did you see what happens once LOREKNOWER gets inserted into the conversation?
You did this!
Yeah, I own up to it. Hey, since we're talking about Helltaker, I figured that I'd invite some other compadres, you know, the OGs from the community.
Yes, but he likes the worst one.
I wanted Capitan Sladek, but unfortunately he's busy right now, so...
You hear that, LOREKNOWER? You were second choice.
Them. very.
Actually, no. It would have been fine if all 4 of them, all 4 of us gathered. So, not exactly second.
It would be very, very, very chaotic.
Yeah.
Alright, LOREKNOWER, I'm gonna give you the opportunity. State your claim as to why she should be moved up in the list.
Yes, let's get back on track. Yep. Why is Loremaster great?
First of all, her full design. Her design is perfect. Red visors, long hair, very nice scientific outfit, lab coat, as you call. What else? Her personality. She's goofy, but also very cartoon villain style from the from the 90s. You remember these goofy evil characters from cartoons?
Not sure.
Kinda?
If you could
Sending memes again.
Yeah, if you could post a pic of that, like on the chat, yeah, maybe we'll get a better reference of that. But okay, fine. Okay, you like the designs, which, you know what, LOREKNOWER, I do concede that Loremaster has impeccable design, which is why, you know, she was put in the E tier instead of the F. You know, but what about her personality though? Because that's the biggest stickler of all. And as you know, Corrupted Judge is also a man of personality over looks. So on that end, Loremaster, I'm sorry, there's just no way she can be an S tier. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Also, besides being smart, you basically describe Cerberus.
You just roasted the Cerberus fans.
Then again, though, given all the memes that you just posted, and like, yeah, I can see why you would be a fan of Loremaster. You got a little bit of a sadism yourself, man. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, you're sadist, and you're a pole, just like Van Ripper. Birds of the same feather flock together.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, but yeah. Anyways, Lorenower, don't want to keep you around too long here. I know it's late over in Poland right now, so yeah. If you want to stay around a little bit longer, that's fine. But if you're tired and you want to dip out now, you can. So
I mean, I can be up for a few minutes.
okay, that's cool. Yeah. So, but anything else that you want to say about Loremaster before we move on to Beelzebub?
I mean, the fact why I like her the most, her sprites. Her sprites are the most beautiful things I ever seen. She's so goofy, but in 1 second she's goofy, on other second she's like staring right into your soul. It's
What?
perfect.
Okay.
Oh, I know which sprite he's talking about.
I'm gonna send it. Wait a second.
Does it involve her hands?
No.
I know which one he's talking about, mostly because I recently replayed Helltaker off camera for practicing reasons.
Oh. What do you mean practicing reasons?
Oh, there it is. Here. This one.
Yep, that's the one.
Perfect.
But again, you're just describing Cerberus, where her sprites are goofy, but then she can stare into your soul. This is Cerberus. Have you freaking, especially in the comics? You sacrificed 3 bodies for the sake of 1. You could have 3, but you wanted 1. And this one doesn't even have arms!
I'm not a furry.
Oh, see? I'm not the only one! I'm not the only one who thinks this! I'm not wrong here! I'm not wrong! I'm not alone! She is a dog!
That's right. I also got me for this. Wait, this one.
Oh God! What else are you cooking up?
Oh no.
Wait for the cue. You know what? While we're
You can.
Can you put in that transition of 2,000 years later?
That's right.
2,000
Man,
years later.
I have many of these.
Oh. While we're waiting on this, ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing the outbreak of the World War III of waifu wars breaking out right now in real time.
It's not really a war, it's proven fact. One is friggin' stupid and crazy, the other one is judgment. What in Chrysler is this?
Okay, what is this? Let me do. Oh, what are you trying to accomplish? You think you can enslave demons to your will? Oh, petition! Oh, petition! I don't know if you get the reference, Judge, but when I was in Europe to meet Lorenower and Kapitan Zdrada, plus Hippopotamus in real time, in real life, Lorenower actually brought an actual... Yeah, we're calling him Hippopotamus now. Sorry, Opala Magnet. Yeah. But anyways, Lorenower brought an actual petition with him, with a bunch of questions related to Helltaker, and we all got to sign it. You should have been there. It would have been really great to add the King of Helltaker, to the list as well. But
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I got 2 petitions. One was a normal from Postal.
Mm.
You all signed it. I have your names.
Yeah.
All right, we've been getting off topic too many times already. It's the freaking pizza all over again.
Yeah. At least it's entertaining though, because we got a third person now. Go ahead, Lorenower.
Pineapple pizza, you said?
Oh no! Please don't! No, we're not talking about this. No. No.
I mean pineapple juice. Oh no, what you said now? Oh Jesus Christ!
going on now?
Well, you see, it is a large fat man, probably me, putting pineapple on a pizza to offend somebody, which is also something I would do to offend somebody.
Oh man. Oh. As much as I'm enjoying this little shitpost session here, we gotta get back on track here. So it's otherwise. I mean,
okay.
this podcast is already approaching 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is way longer than I anticipated. So.
Oh, I beat Chocobird again.
Oh my lord. Oh man. Anyways, any last minute comments that y'all want to make about Loremaster before we move on to Beelzebub? At least the tier list for now. For me, it's F tier. For corrupted judge, it's Brazil. So, LOREKNOWER, what's your tier list on Loremaster?
She can turn me into a guinea pig.
What?
Okay, so F, Brazil, and guinea pig. We got it.
What? My tier list is gonna be absolute mess after this. What the?
You brought this upon yourself. You should have known what you were getting yourself into.
Oh god. Shit.
Then, moving on.
Beelzebub. You go first, Judge.
Okay, so if we're going off of base game first, well, actually, I don't even have to. I love the absolute aesthetic of the red suit that she has. It's very old school. I absolutely love it. All the fly motifs on it as well. Her, I don't want to say accent because she does not have a voice line, but you can kind of picture what her, you kind of sense what her voice is like. So I'm gonna hope that people understand what I mean. Her personality in the base game, it's pretty much that of she's alone, she wants out. That's all you get. But in Second Circle, on the other hand, we've explained this in length earlier on in the podcast. She just wants to be happy at this point. Yes, in Second Circle, she tried to usurp the throne from Lucy after she usurped the throne from the four lords, who probably usurped the throne from Satan, but that's not the point right now. So she tried usurping the throne from Lucy after she usurped it, and she was banished off into the abyss. Again, Lucy still gave her the opportunity to change, and she did in fact change and was able to get out again, but not without her own sacrifice of losing Walter. Not only that, but because of how alone she is in the abyss for all this millennia, she desperately wanted Helltaker to stay with her. And that loneliness and desperation only comes from somebody who has been through so much and has been through literal hell and back. For me, Beelzebub, I've said this again already, she is my third favorite, followed by Lucy and then Judgment. Beel, for me, is gotta be an S tier, only because the way Team 133 made her story, it's very impactful.
Bravo, and I couldn't agree more with you, because, I mean, in her base form...
Noise.
Actually, LOREKNOWER, you go ahead, I'll go last.
Okay. So basically, he got perfect design, like I would say Victorian dress, not dress, suit, or like suit. It's very nice. Her personality is also like how you could say is I have I don't know how to say it in English though. Like she's the narrator. She probably got never mind. Okay, can you cut it?
No, it's fine. I think I know what you're trying to get at. Yeah, she is the narrator of the wider cast, so it kind of gives her like MC vibes in a way. So
yes, she can see the bigger picture also.
Yep. So
probably she manipulated the main character for the whole story, but that's theory, but very say 90%.
okay.
And as for the second circle, I don't think I have qualifications to talk much about it. I didn't play it. I watched it. but it was years ago. So I know that it was just like a corrupted judge said. She was lonely. First, she wanted revenge, but then she got a redemption arc. And that was fine. I really enjoyed the skeleton waiter. He was a nice character.
Yep.
And F. F for him.
Wait, did you say F?
Yes, F. First first F. First.
What the? Hang on just a second. You just went on this pretty wholesome description of Beale, and then all of a sudden you just say she's an F?
No, I meant press F for respect for the skeleton.
Oh, okay, alright. What the f- I was like, whoa!
Like, 8 year, I think. Also, probably she blinded justice, and just like the meme I made.
Oh, we're bringing this up again.
Yes, that's right.
Alright, since you mentioned justice, I'll state my piece as well. I will say under base form, like, I mean, I was kind of indifferent about Beale, which is why I would have rather put her in, like, B tier or something. I just didn't really care that much. Even considering the fact that she's the one responsible for making her blind. That said, though, Corrupted Judge just put it beautifully about, like, her redemption arc in Second Circle, where deep down, like, doesn't seem to be this malignant figure, but rather just someone who's extremely lonely and misunderstood. And eventually, you know, when she manages to, quote-unquote, answer the right question to Walter, yeah, she finally manages to unlock her off-ramp, if you want to call it, and, yeah, really do redeem herself. So, and not only that, but I, really think her design is absolutely impeccable, so... And I'm not saying all this just to make sure that all the Beelzebub fans don't jump on me, because, despite the little false alarm we just had with LOREKNOWER saying F tier, but anyways, my tier list ranking for her remains unchanged from the video that I made all those months ago, or a year ago I should say. Beelzebub is still in S tier, so yeah, cool,
Nice.
yeah. 3 S's for all of us.
By the way,
yeah, go ahead.
cause she got her monster form. And there are
Mustard?
people who- monster form. The
right!
big fly.
The giant fly that everybody saw first in the very start of the game.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. And I saw people who let's just say
All the buggies
liked
went
it
wild
a
for that
little
one.
More. Too much. And
Helltaker caters to all kinds of freaking E's. You got the furries, you got the scalies, you got the buggies.
Oh, can we let's not, no. Just like furries is already too much for me. Like we don't need to expand to other animal kingdoms. What the fuck?
Species kingdoms.
Oh my lord. Just no, I have my limits. Let's
Alright. Anyways, so let's move on from that.
Yeah. Alright, so wrapped up with Beelzebub there, and actually that does cover like all the girls that I've thought of, but now that I think about it, they're still generic. And then there's obviously Tower and Moon. So there's three more.
The two new ones that have been introduced.
Two new ones. And especially for the two new ones, I do not have
Oh
a verdict
god,
on.
he's doing things again.
What did you post now? You know what?
Not wrong.
That particular scene in Clone Wars, like you do actually like the clone troopers, they do like get flamethrowers and like start burning all the bug species. So It's kind of fitting.
It was a
I'm gonna make you do more editing. Future Lawrence, can you edit a picture of my face destroying all of the Cerberus clones in a ball of fire?
epic.
Come and get me, Reddit.
I will say, actually, LOREKNOWER, once I'm done here, you can vouch in your opinion as well, because you're more active on the subreddit. But I would say on the subreddit, the Cerberus fans are actually, I would say, the weakest community of all. And when I say
Well,
weakest...
yeah, because they're dogs.
No, but, like, weakest isn't, like they do not compare to, say, like, the Beelzebub and Judgment fans. Like those two, like, have an entire army backing them. Judgment has Kapitan Sladek, and Beelzebub has, like, a whole bunch of, like, other users that I'm forgetting their names of. I guess Loremaster also has, like, a very small but dedicated core. But Cerberus fans, though? I'm sorry, man. Yup. Not, I mean, I would say they're the weakest of all. So.
Good, so we're burning the dog.
I mean, the people who, when Kapitan Sladek posts Cerberus meme, no meme, meme, post art of Cerberus, there are people who say wood, and I say, do not the dog.
See, this is why I'm not too active on the subreddit anymore. It's because of shit like that. Okay, look. I feel like I have to make this disclaimer as well, because I feel like we've been, like, shitting on, like, dogs and furries a bit too much, but without getting too much into the details here, look, man, not to kink shame or anything, you do you, but just, keep it behind closed, just keep it behind closed doors, that's all.
Lawrence, check what he just put up.
What the? Bro! Bro!
What? Just literally lying.
Oh my god.
Alright. Anyways, let's move on. We keep getting off track.
It's because of him. It's because of him. That's why.
You did this! You can't blame him! You're the one who brought him along!
She's reading!
She's feeling. Anyways, let's actually try and get on topic here.
Yeah.
We were
Everybody
almost
calm down.
done.
Yeah. In fact, like, fortunately for you, though, the tier list was going to be the last portion of this podcast. So after we're done covering the 2 new demons, let's wrap up the podcast. Does this sound good for everybody?
Sure.
Yeah, we're already going on long enough, so. Alright, let's speedrun this. Tower. You go first, Judge.
Tall, giant tits, thick thighs. S.
Okay.
What? But you said we were speedrunning. Alright, if you want my actual take, I'd put her in an A tier, or A or B. I like her design and everything. Like, obviously, she's tall, brooding. She was Judgment's idol when she was the prosecutor. However, as we saw, her ego gets in the way of what she was doing. She kept thinking she was top dog and absolutely got obliterated by Judgment, as I said when I went on that giant tirade of why Judgment is better than everybody else. So for me, because she has no second circle variant either, so for me, Tower would have to be like maybe A for design or a C in terms of personality.
Okay. I mean...
Nice.
For me... Actually, LOREKNOWER, you go first. You go first. I'm the host here.
Okay, so Tower. Nice design. I mean, personality is... she's toxic. She's toxic.
He's not wrong. That is not wrong.
But I like her.
She's toxic, but you like her. Sounds like any toxic relationship out there. All
the
right.
best way to describe her, you wouldn't bring her home to Ma.
Oh no.
Well, granted, that could be said for like half of the cast, but
Yeah.
Plus, she got nice powers. Electric powers plus kinda human vibes.
So what?
You remember Skeletor from He-Man?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she literally got the same love. Love.
What the? All right. All right. So then, what would you say her like tier is, though? In case I missed it.
Plus, she's literally like a person I know. She was like, then I was defeated, but then, you know what? I planned this. Fuck you.
All right.
Oh no. Can you censor that?
Okay, so then
we need to be family friendly.
Okay. Yeah, you can swear. That's fine. But again, like, what's your tier
okay.
like ranking then?
I would say B. I think.
Okay.
Or B. I am not sure.
That's fair.
Since the comic, I literally got almost every day to work, so I didn't thought about this much.
That's all right. I mean, you know, your presence in this podcast was also a very last minute thing, so we're already asking way too much from you. So, yeah. But anyways, okay. So A or B for Corrupted Judge and B for LOREKNOWER. All right. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people with this, which I know it's kind of a habit now, but that's fine.
I've been doing this entire podcast, so.
All right. My verdict on Tower is a D. Why?
Ouch.
Like
Why?
for her cup size?
No.
I don't know what to say. I'm pretty sure they're bigger than that.
Yeah.
Bro.
Anyways,
Bro.
explain.
Tower honestly just comes off as a worse version of Judgment, without any of the good qualities. Yet she's clearly still like something of a wannabe. So a worse version of Judgment without her kind personality. In fact, she's just downright obnoxious and egotistical. Her designs, I mean, it's okay, but still nothing compared to Judgment. But the fact that she kind of tries to present herself as a better version of Judgment, I should say, is kind of, yeah. It's like, yeah.
She's not Judgment, she's Verdict.
A what?
She's not Judgment, she's a Verdict.
Yes! A bad verdict at that, too, so, yeah. So, my verdict, in that case, on the verdict, if you want to call it, is, yeah, Tower is a D tier. Nothing that impressive, a clear wannabe, but fails to live up to it. Yeah, nothing that special. She's not terrible, but yeah. I didn't think she was really that impressive. And frankly, the way she, got defeated by Judgment was a very fitting and poetic, measure, so yeah. Tower's gonna be a D tier for me. I'm sorry, guys. Especially for the Redditors.
Each their own.
Yep, so. Now, with that out of the way, though, you want to say something, LOREKNOWER?
That's right, because I reminded myself of something. We got a little, let's say, discussion on Reddit while the comic was released. And first, when Tower was literally too OP, I literally wrote there that she's too OP, and they're probably gonna be the opposite thing that Van Ripper will do to Judgment. So basically, for a few pages, Tower is super OP, but then she gonna be super nerfed, and it literally happened, and it kinda sucks.
Yeah, actually, since you mentioned that, I want to add something as well. Yeah, this is what I was struggling to describe, the description I was struggling to come up with. Tower comes off as a Mary Sue, if the audience know what that is.
That's right.
Yeah. This super OP character just comes out of nowhere and is OP for no reason. And I think that's also why a lot of Judgment fans were really, 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 like, massively pissed off as well when she was first, like, seemingly defeated. but then we had a little switcheroo happen. So, yeah. And yeah, that's the other thing. Like, Judgment fans were absolutely livid. I don't know if you like remember that, Judge, but yeah.
Yeah, I kind of saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw Capitan in the comments on Twitter.
Oh, on Reddit it was a different story altogether.
I very rarely touch Reddit.
But trust me, Cap was okay most of time. In the end, when Judge was literally defeated and electrocuted, then Cap said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And I was like the same. What just happened? Why is she so nerfed? Cap even said that her pyromancy was like a fart.
Yup, pretty much.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think it's just a classic tactic by Van Ripper of kind of rage baiting, I guess, if you want to call it. You know, before doing these little switcheroos of just kidding. You know.
Yes.
Enough.
Yeah. So, but anyways, that's enough about Tower. Moon. Now that's a different demon. A very unique one at that. That was a pretty pleasant surprise, I would say. You know, I personally really liked her design, and yeah, thought she really brought a great change of scenery. But with that said, Judge, you go first.
Okay. So in terms of Moon, you can't exactly go by design. She can literally become anybody. It's why she earned the title of Faceless, and I'm guessing it's also why she had the original title of Prosecutor. I think she was the 17th according to her armband, which with these new comics actually proves that Judgment's armband wasn't because of the tarot card Judgment. No, she's literally the 20th. But I get it. Like I actually do love her base look, as we'll say, quote unquote, because she can turn into anything. For all we know, that wasn't even the base look. She just chose to use that one. It's absolutely amazing. Her body style, I will admit, a lot of people did not like that. And Lawrence, as you know, a lot of people misinterpreted how she can use her powers. So there's also that. Basically, in terms of like, we're gonna say this is like for dating. If you're dating Moon, you are basically dating the universe. You could have anybody you want with Moon. Her personality, I will admit, I really liked her personality, in all honesty. She did a lot of heavy lifting, despite what people would think, where Tower literally subdued Justice and went toe-to-toe with Judgment. You have Moon, who infiltrated the Helltaker house, literally got rid of Malina, got rid of Zdrada, backstabbed Lucy for the sake of the shareholders, took over as Modeus, and she was pulling moves that nobody could even see. If Azazel wasn't there, they would not have figured out who Moon was, and that just shows how close she is to replicating the personalities. For me, Moon is probably going to be an A or an S, in terms of both the looks, and the personality, and even the skill.
Even though she doesn't have a mouth? Or a face, for that matter?
She has other holes.
Oh my god. Just...
Bro, why?
Also, you can't say she doesn't have a mouth. She can turn into other people with mouths. Heck, she could probably give herself a mouth, given how many times she's changed her base form. So she can have a mouth. She just chooses not to have one.
You know, in many ways, she kind of reminds me of the Mystique from X-Men. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that does make a lot of sense.
She's blue. She's blue.
She's blue.
Yep.
Yeah, more purple.
That's right.
Yeah, I'd say more like lavender, but yeah.
And then, unfortunately, she was defiled by freaking Taker. Which, actually, now that I think about it, how the heck did she even allow that to happen?
I have my takes, but I want to keep it PG here, so maybe it's
Yeah,
better if
well,
we
we'll
don't.
keep it that way. I have an idea, but because I have my limits to how much of a degenerate I will be, I am not crossing that line.
Yeah.
Reddit could probably figure out what I'm thinking, and I don't like what I'm thinking, so we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alright.
S or A for me.
Cool. All right. You know what? I'll give her an S. So, for that, for what you say, not for me. I have my own takes, but I want to let LOREKNOWER go first. LOREKNOWER? You have the mic.
Okay, first of all, I really love her introduction. It wasn't like Tower's introduction that we just moved into action and she was too OP and then nerfed. Moon was... we saw her as Malina, but also we didn't knew that yet. We saw that, let's say, glitch on her head with Zdrada pour alcohol on her. So it was a hint, and it was a good hint. I didn't saw that coming, and literally I saw one guy thought of that. Because I saw one guy on Reddit that literally found out that her name is Moon, and I was like, what? Because he read the tarot card deck or something, and I was like, what, bro? Anyway, her design is nice. She got a suit. I think it's something like agent, like James Bond, Agent 007 design. So it's nice. It's nice. She's blue. I like color blue, so that's a point. Plus, I think she got something like PTSD. Literally, when she messed up something, she says stupid, or something like that. So I think she's not very mental stable. And all her arc was nice. It was nicely done. Unlike Tower. I like Tower, but Moon's story was better.
I fully agree, man. Yeah. You see the scripted judge? Like, LOREKNOWER's perception levels are fucking god tier. Like, I don't know how the hell he picks up on all that. Capitan Slide and I were also talking about this, but yeah. So, but yeah, I could not have put this any better myself. So, I think Moon has a lot of potential in the Helltaker universe, if you want to call it. You know, in terms of her looks, it's give or miss. I mean, yeah, it's very unique and all, but isn't really my cup of tea. But again, to each their own. If you like blue people, then hey, go ahead. You know, but
group?
I'm sorry.
The Blue Man Group?
Or the Na'vi people in Avatar. But anyways,
They are cats.
Yeah. But yeah, no, go ahead.
By the way, about Avatar, this main hero, I think his name was Jack, was literally he betrayed humanity for blue people. Why?
Yeah, I mean,
For the opportunity to meet Moon.
Yup, pretty much. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, continue, Lawrence.
Yeah. But that being said, though, I think LOREKNOWER's description about her being this like secret agent, you know, kind of like a James Bond or Jason Bourne-esque type of character. I think that's like really the most compelling part about her, and she played into that character exceptionally well by infiltrating the Helltaker household, and you're really using her brains to get shit done, as opposed to Tower, who is just an egotistical dumbass. So. Anyways,
the brains and the bronze.
Pretty much, yeah. And it's for that very reason that I would actually put Moon on the A tier. So, yeah.
I forgot. I would place her on S tier. She's really great.
Okay, wow, alright.
S or A for me. Most likely S.
Cool. Wow.
By the way, I got some meme about Moon.
Oh no, what'd he do now?
What?
Not the jar.
I'm sorry, I don't get the reference here. Could either of you explain that to me?
You don't want to know.
I'm gonna put it this way. I don't go on Reddit, but Redditors understand me so well. I'm pretty sure y'all know exactly what this is. So don't tell him. Lead him into it.
You know what? Maybe it's better left unanswered. I don't want to get dragged into the rabbit hole.
That's right. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Or maybe you do.
I don't know,
No.
man. There's a reason why I broadly moved on from the Helltaker fandom, because I feel like I've kind of outgrown it in some ways. So yeah, but
That is. Let's just say it's not from Helltaker.
okay, all right. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. All right.
I can say that here in Poland there was a newspaper. I read it when literally I think it was 2011 or 2012. This was literally in the newspaper. I was like, what? And let's just say I was not an adult here, so it was kinda messed up.
What the hell are the journalists in Poland doing, man? First this, and then, well, first one of your politicians announced like the update for GTA 6 in your like in your house floor, and then now this. Oh man, all the wacky things that go
Poland.
around. Yeah. So
Pierogi.
yeah, probably more interesting things going on over there than fucking here or Canada. So
More or less.
yeah. Wow. Well, that actually covers all the demon girls plus Azazel, but actually, damn. I don't know if I want to push this for another like category here or session here. I suddenly remember the Angel General, Michael, as many people.
Michael!
Yeah. So, if we don't cover this, I feel like some people are gonna kind of riot. So.
Okay.
So.
I'll help with this a little bit. So, for those who are unaware of who Michael is, because it's a one-off ending if you get it in the base game, Saint Michael is the Archangel, and according to Helltaker lore, is canonically Lucy's sister. So basically, she is the full-on general for Heaven's army, which, the more I think about it, Heaven is run like a military, and Hell is run like a business. So who's the real enemy here? Anyways, so so Michael basically is that of a general. The full-on white suit and everything, hat, even with the riding crop that she uses to beat angels with, because I guess they're into that or something, I don't know. So, in terms of just that and the base game of her having that one small bit of like 5 seconds of screen time, you get the gist that she is a strong, commanding individual who is, apparently, according to some people, is the one who sent Azazel down to hell. Not because she wanted to, but because she would have to be punished and was essentially fallen. I don't know if that's correct or if it's part of the lore or not. I'm going by what I've seen in the fandom. But given those 5 second snippets, I can't make a proper deduction of this. I know I did like a high speed run when I covered Helltaker in my channel, but for me, she's basically a pending until we get more information on her.
I mean, canonically, the Angel General's name is actually, quote, no idea. Because that's literally what Van Ripper replied when people asked him, like, what's her name? No idea.
Everybody just went with Michael.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, like, if you're, like, familiar with, like, the whole, like, Bible and, like, Christian, like, theology and whatnot, yeah, it's kind of, Michael is a much more fitting name, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it even says it in the Helltaker wiki that her name is Michael.
Wikis are kind of unreliable because anybody can
I'm
edit
going by what I could find. I'm sorry I have access to all these Helltaker fan devs. I'm sorry I don't have access to the main man himself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, again, I get that, but just whatever.
Van Ripper,
whatever.
for whatever reason you're watching this, please contact me.
Yeah. But then again, I feel like at this point the fandom or the community has really taken over like the storytelling more than Van Ripper himself. And in a way it kind of works because he can just sit back and watch and see what the fans come up with. You know?
Yeah, more or less.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, so then what would be the ranking for Michael then?
For me, it's pending, but if I had to, I'll just put her in the middle, like at C, because I genuinely don't know. I'm pretty sure she's maybe popped up in 1 or 2 different official comics, but I cannot remember them for the life of me. I know she has other angels monitoring all the other demons in the comics, but I cannot give her a proper distinction. So for the time being, it's either pending or C.
Yeah, same. Hold on, what'd you just post again, LOREKNOWER? What the hell?
We never had so much shit in our pants.
Yeah. I will say though, I mean, yeah, like Helltaker's a demon-themed game, obviously, but I do feel like the angels do hold a lot more potential than people may think. And especially for, like, Michael, I think her design is exceptionally well. In fact, some of the other fan works that I've seen, especially by that particular artist called Kyohei, or Shibagani48 on Twitter. The one that's Kyohei, yeah, the guy that's creating the fighting game. Yeah. Like, his drawings of Michael are pretty exceptionally pristine. And again, visually, I think she looks stunning. Therefore, I think she holds a lot of potential. In terms of her personality, yeah, like you said, Heaven is operated like a military order, basically, so she's very much like a massive hard-ass, no-nonsense, so unless you're someone has exceptional discipline, let's just put it that way, yeah, I don't know if I can keep up with that pace, so I'm gonna put her in the C tier as well. You know, I'm gonna join the C club like with you, Judge. So yeah, and again, there's still a lot more that we don't know about, so we'll leave it at that. Yeah, but I don't know. What about you, LOREKNOWER?
We literally got no information about her. We can assume that it's Saint Michael because she's a general. Literally. In the Bible, Saint Michael was the general of Angel Army, so I guess it can be canon. We didn't got her in the comics. She was in the fan comics, but some people still thinks that she was in the comics. I would say C, because I am neutral with her because literally we don't know her.
Oh, so 3 C's in a row. All right. Cool. So, well, now we have covered all the girls. Yay. That took a long time. This tier list took a lot longer than I anticipated, but...
You are actually missing one.
Who?
We never did generic because we got interrupted as you got LOREKNOWER in here.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I will be damned if I'm crucified on Reddit and YouTube for forgetting generic.
Yeah, as I said myself in in my generic video, never forget generic. So I'm not gonna break my own rule. So, all right, generic. You go first, Judge.
Okay, so with generic, there is literally little to nothing. We have a design and one single interaction from a game beta that Van Ripper showed. And in that beta, she was actually in Judgment's level. So if she ever became official, if she ever became official, she would have been in Justice's place. Because according to that beta one that Van Ripper showed, it was in Justice's level. So Justice probably wouldn't have existed if they officially made generic. Generic as a design, as it says, it's generic. She has the same suit as almost anybody else. She has a singular horn coming out of the one side. And the one interaction is literally the same as the Abyss Taker one that I told you. Either you take her or you don't. So with all that going on, and you can tell like she just wants a place to be, I'm going to throw her in A for the sake of it.
All right.
Also, before we move on, another thing I want to point out, she did have a completely different look in the art book. She was actually supposed to be blue because she was designed to like help make the other Helltaker characters. And because of that, eventually Van Ripper decided to make her the way she was now. Which also puts into perspective on Moon, because Moon is a reference to the original version of generic that he wanted to create.
By the way, I think they literally got the same haircut, if I am not wrong.
No. Close, but no.
Okay.
I mean, I would say they both have that, not identical, but have a similar bob, like, shoulder level haircut, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm looking it up right now. It's kind of, I again, like, Lorenower is not completely wrong, but yeah, but it's not identical though. But they do both have short hair, yeah. So, but anyways, I agree with you, Judge. I would put generic in the A tier as well, because, like, I think her design looks actually, I mean, contrary to her name, I don't think the design looks generic. I think it looks pretty fabulous. And secondly, I mean, yeah, like, personality-wise, she's kind of milquetoast and doesn't really have one, if you want to say, but again, if we're gonna take, like, Abyss Taker into account, though, she just seems like a nice girl who's kind of hard to believe that she's a demon to begin with. Like, she doesn't really come off as a demon. So, and of all the Helltaker girls that we have, I feel like she's the one, other than Azazel maybe, that we have a chance of having the most normal relationship with. So, yeah. Which is why, like, even though she's not exceptional, I think she's good, so I'll put her in the A tier. So, yeah. Lorenower?
We literally got no info about her, so I would put her in C, but I think I would not survive, so I give her B place.
Okay, B. That's alright, yeah. So.
By the way, Kapitan Sladek is playing for Hammer right now, so hello, Kapitan, if you're watching this. Good run. Salute.
Oh yeah, I actually asked Capitan if he wanted to come on as well, as you guys know, but yeah, he's busy right now, so maybe another time. You know, once he does come on for a future podcast, maybe then Corrupted Judge and the Capitan can finally duke it out to see who's the better husbando for Judgment. Yeah. My wife.
We'll both play the Judgment level live, and we'll see who can beat it first.
That is a splendid idea. That is a fire idea, man. Man!
I can give you both Sabers and you will do it Central European style.
Yeah. You guys are 6 hours ahead, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out sometime.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, yeah. Man! This Starside Hours T. Lawrence podcast, it really is expanding and growing. Am I right? You know? Isn't that right, guys?
Yeah.
You know? Really, what else did you just...
did it again.
I can say that my friend said that it was too much.
Oh my god.
Alright, I think it's time we start wrapping this up.
I hereby declare Lorenower a national treasure at this point, like within the Helltaker community. He's just a gem because of things like this. So. Alright. Anyways, yeah. Let me check the record. 3 hours and 10 minutes. Holy crap. This is the longest one yet. How the hell did this happen?
Bird again!
Yeah, and honestly, the credit goes to Lorenower because I feel like his presence really has extended this, podcast much longer. Which, you know what? Hey, that's great. Lorenower, thanks for hopping on here when you had the chance. I know it's like super late in Poland right now, but I just wanted to spice things up a bit. So, yeah.
It's midnight, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind. Plus 10 hours of work. Ouch.
Yeah. So. But anyways, though, I feel like this, like your little brief presence and participating in the podcast, I feel like I hope that refreshed your hard day's worth of work. So yeah, again, thanks for hopping on, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, anyways, so yeah, I'm looking at my notes and we basically covered everything that I wanted to. Yeah, and we could possibly go further on describing about the future of Helltaker, but again, we've already talked long enough, and we can reserve that for a future podcast. So yeah, I'm sure Corrupted Judge can agree with that as well, right? Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that finally wraps up this Helltaker themed podcast where we, reminisced on the one game that started it all for the both of us. Or actually, no, the three of us, now that LOREKNOWER is here. Yeah, it's what started, propelled Corrupted Judge's channel to stardom. It's what made me start YouTube, and it's what made LOREKNOWER an absolute national treasure among the community. So, we also talked about Second Circle, discussing the dates and whatnot, and why we personally think that it really is a proper successor or sequel to Helltaker, as opposed to freaking Exam Taker, which nah. We're gonna lament about that in a separate podcast.
What did you say?
What? Oh, again. I was just wrapping up the podcast here, but I mentioned how you're a national treasure, so that's it really. I'm just like summarizing the podcast so far now, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, and then we moved on to the tier list where we started rating all the demon girls one by one, which is bound to piss off a lot of, fans of specific girls, especially Cerberus. But then again, Cerberus fans, I'd say, are the weakest of all the communities, so I don't feel threatened at all. The Judgment, Justice, and Loremaster fans can, yeah, we can hold our own fort, so. So there's that. And of course, the one and only LOREKNOWER, yeah, because I wanted to spice things up a bit, LOREKNOWER, I decided to invite him on, and yeah, now this podcast has turned from just a fireside chat between me and Judge to now a three-way conversation, so yeah, and I really enjoyed how this turned out, Again, LOREKNOWER, yeah, his presence is a little chaotic, but again, I consider him to be the national treasure among the Helltaker community, so yeah. With that said, that wraps up this episode of Starside Hours with Corrupted Judge and a very special impromptu guest, LOREKNOWER. So yeah, Corrupted Judge, if you want to say any last minute things before we wrap things up here for good.
I'm not sorry to you, furries.
All right.
I've said my piece. Cerberus is simply a dog.
Yeah.
If you wish to fight me, I will fight you. However, you must know that I too have two dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I love dogs, but I don't love them that way.
But do you love dogs?
No, I don't love them that way, which is exactly why. Like, yeah, I don't get the... Yeah, you know what? We'll leave it at that. Because otherwise, I feel like a whole separate community online is going to come after all of us, so... Yeah.
Let us know in the comments your guys' standing in terms of what we chose for all the girls to be in the tier list and what you guys believe they should have stayed in the tier list as well. Let us know your thoughts on all the characters as well, especially our new additions, which is Tower the Unbreakable and Moon the Faceless. Come on, let us know what you guys think. Were we right? Were we wrong? Is there anything you guys would have done differently? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, and it's gonna be, I feel like there's gonna be a massive debate going on down there. But hey, like you said, engagement is engagement, so... Yeah. LOREKNOWER, I see that you have yourself muted, but LOREKNOWER, do you want to say anything last minute before we wrap things up here? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Remember to eat your vegetables.
No.
Why not?
Why would I?
Healthy.
How dare you?
They're healthy.
And I will eat fruit.
That's... Okay, that's acceptable.
Fine, I'll eat fried chicken.
No,
That's even worse!
It's too late. I'm already eating fried chicken with my pineapple juice.
Oh god, and what?
Pineapple juice is okay. I like pineapple. Yes, I like pineapple juice. It's okay.
There we go.
Once again, this.
Wait, Lawrence.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I got one grandfather who was from Italy region.
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
Mamma mia. Mamma mia.
Don't get us. No.
Mr.
What?
Lorenzo.
What?
Get it out.
Cut the
Mamma
podcast.
mia.
Cut the podcast.
What? Once again, this conversation. Once again, the conversation has turned around back to food and pineapples. One of these days, I really do want to invite Kapitan Sladek on here just to see how he would react to all the shenanigans. But then again, given that he's this very stoic Slav, I feel like he just remains silent and just have that, disappointment. Oh.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, since we're having kind of a bit of a trouble ending this, I'll end it off.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, please do.
As always, I'm the Corrupted Judge, also known as RDM in some communities. Thank you, Lawrence, as always, for inviting me onto the podcast. Thank you, LOREKNOWER, for coming on here and trying to convince me that your girlfriend is actually suitable, which she is not. She never will be. She has no arms. If you guys want more of this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button as well. It tells us that you actually enjoy this kind of content, and we'll see y'all on the next one. With all that said, stay corrupted.
This is Steve Lawrence signing out, and our special guest LOREKNOWER as well. See you later, everybody. Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Thank you to my patrons on Patreon for supporting this channel. My $5 patrons are Kapitan Sladek, Kidsap, Chocoburb, and Dravenraven. My $2 patrons are Komida the Prep Cook Demon. If you would like to appear at the end credits of my videos, as well as have early access and exclusive content on Patreon, feel free to hop on over to patreon.com/LTELawrence and give a pledge. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this is T. Lawrence of the Arcadia, signing out.